They live. They telling it all, bro. It's a tell all right now. Hold on. We finna get right into it. We is not finna play. We finna get right into it. Hold on. This is for fair use purposes, educational purposes, YouTube. So y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with my robe. I got another video right now uploading. I'm a little late, so the video a little bit behind. So I had to put that up because it's all facts. It's still uploading and stuff like that. It's taking a little minute. But yeah, man, we finna get straight into it. Hold on, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me, God, dog. Man, this is crazy, man. I hope that y'all like the podcast. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. A lot of my lives wasn't going. I ain't keep them because copyrights for the music or whatever. But we had a good time. I enjoyed it. I look back on them and like we had a good time. We actually had a peak of 61 viewers, so that's pretty good. That's my second live. My first live we had 11 viewers. So like that's pretty good, man. I appreciate all the love that y'all giving me. Let's get back on these YouTube streets, man. I want to show y'all what's going on in these YouTube streets, man. When y'all jump in the room, can you please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, so you can get all the notifications when I go live, if I post a new video or whatever. But yeah, man, we finna get into it, man. This should be real, bro. Watch this here, brother. I can't even say I would have never thought it would have came to this point, but yeah, we seen it coming, bro. We definitely seen it coming. Let's be real, we all did. Everybody seen it coming. They calling it the Dulo twist now. But everybody seen it coming. Now Tommy Sotomayer is live with Mr. Skinny, and they going against Kwame Brown. So I want to do a live reaction on that. I want y'all to see it. I want to see what y'all think about it. It's going to be a good one. Hold on. This is going to be good. Okay, okie dokie. Okie dokie. You gotta watch out for them ads, y'all. Fair use and educational purposes, YouTube. Y'all bear with me. Let's get into it.
Down in Atlanta anyway. I got family in Atlanta.
Okay.
My sister's in Atlanta.
Let me see.
I got family in Atlanta. So, like, when I pulled, he was like, yo, pull up on me, man. I pulled up on him. You seen it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have. The only way you would have been able to pull up on him was he would have had to give you where he was. So for him to try to act like you just showed up for no reason.
The Four Seasons in Atlanta. You know it's valet parking, right?
Mm-hmm. This Mr. Skinny talking.
The valet. Me and the valet. You know, if you got money, the valet don't give a fuck.
You know that Mr. Skinny talking. You nigga cussing like a mug.
Remember, he was live walking down the street. He walked back up the street, seen me, and said, yo, you got them clippers with you? I was like, yeah. He told the valet, hey, go pull my truck up. And he told me, hey, man, roll up that swagger dash. Now, this man just got on his live stream.
Nah, wait, hold on. Kwame Brown, nah.
Niggas roll weed up in my truck.
Sure did.
Nigga, you told me, you was like, yo, get in there and roll up. We gonna ride around and smoke. And you even made a video about it, Tommy. Sure did. These niggas in a fishbowl riding around the gay district of Atlanta, smoke.
Man, that's
and it was true. I was even asking the video.
Hey, that's crazy, man. Listen, man, y'all like, share, and subscribe, bro. Mr. Skinny is exposing everything, dog, about this Kwame Brown situation, bro. That's crazy, bro. I'm seeing Kwame Brown in a whole new light now, man. That's wild.
But I don't like that. What is alpha about that? Nigga, you ain't even really got to be alpha. If a nigga rolling drugs up in your truck and you not with it, what you gonna say? Man, get the fuck up. What are you doing? This man called the valet, and even the valet said, man, what you got sure do smell good. So don't act like, know what I'm saying, I was violating your truck, nigga. Because I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even motherfucking roll up in a nigga, you know what I'm saying, unless they told me to. And you seen on the video, I was passing it to this nigga.
Right, but that's what I didn't like too, because he had another video where I showed where he was in that same truck smoking. So for him to sit there and tell y'all that lie, that he doesn't do that, that's bullshit. Because he was literally just a couple of days ago, and I showed it. He tried to hide it, but he had it right there in his hand. And I thought it was so fucked up. Why did he have you, when you called on into the show, told you, hey man, you need to that swagger deck. Why would he tell you that if he thought it was
Yeah,
such a fucking problem?
yeah.
Because that female that you talking about, the old moderators that he taking their side on, got so mad that she was posting in other content creators' comment box that Kwame Brown is running a racketeering ring. He got Mr. Skinny bringing drugs across the state line.
Nah, man. See, look. Nah, when YouTube when like this is only black YouTube, man, that does this type of stuff. When you go to getting into detail, that's like your nosy black neighbors. You know, like everybody done stayed next door to your nosy black neighbors. Typical nosy black neighbors, like always coming over trying to see what you doing, what you smoking on, who you got at the crib. You know what your wife doing, is you tricking or whatnot, is you bringing some other coochie over to the crib and she sleeping with another man. You know, you got those type of neighbors. You know what I'm saying? And black YouTube has like that's what it seemed like black YouTube is becoming, because everybody in everybody business instead of like being productive and proactive. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Minutes.
And I'm about to give me another drink.
There you go. Give us 2 minutes. We'll be right back. Hey, sir, you a grown ass man.
Okay.
Eat what you want out of this. Did it make you feel better now? There's a difference. I don't bother people I don't like. And this is what you have to deal with.
Okay. It's going down, man. It's going down, bro. As you can see, I'm back in here. I got the little setup. You know, I had to switch up the camera, but yeah, man, I'm listening to all of this stuff, man, and you know, I'm in my robe just politicking and man, just listening to this. Not to say it's foolishness, but like for it all to be like for all of this to be exposed, man. I'm talking about like all of this junk is exposed. You see what's going on. You feel me? Man, like Skinny, I ain't gonna lie, man. Skinny done said a mouthful. I think Kwame Brown probably turned on the wrong one. And it's like, you know, when you let somebody in your house and you let somebody get that close to you, it's either you gonna have to take them out or either they gonna take you out because y'all know too much about one another. Now you can say you don't know this man, and that's another point that I want to say. Tommy got his ways, but that's why I say he is what he is. Because every human being, bro, you gotta let a man be a man. But at the end of the day, he had a point when he said about Kwame Brown when he made the statement. He said Kwame Brown said that you have to shake his hand in order to know him. He called people that his friends that he done met and shook their hand. Now you done met Skinny and shook his hand. Now you saying that this man not your friend. You turn on this man saying this man wanted to roll up weed in your car, man. It's just crazy out here. Like I thought Kwame Brown was somebody that I thought he was the people's champ. I thought he was for the people, And now looking in hindsight, it just shows you like, man, everybody ain't really what they seem. You can't really judge a book by its cover. You know, when you watching these brothers and stuff like that, you can't be idolizing these people, man. You can't be idolizing these people because most of these people, they already got ulterior motives, sinister intent. But right now, they got the show on pause. I just jumped in. I just jumped in the show because I've been making this video or whatever, it's uploading. So I just jumped in the show. I'm actually trying to see what's going on. But so far, what's been revealed, like him saying that Kwame Brown smoked weed and allegedly, he allegedly, told him to roll up something, and what I'm saying. And these brothers be trying to portray these images all on all on this YouTube. Man, it's like, bruh, just be you. I think the people gonna, accept you more when you more transparent and you, man. You ain't gotta like really, fake the phone. So they say that's what they say, But it's like, man, when you got brothers out here, bruh, that's just like really going against the grain, going against the movement that they created, saying that you for the people, but then you come back and you against the people, your own people at that, It's like, yeah, and this is another thing where I agree with Skinny on. And I feel like Skinny tapping back into the old Skinny, back into himself, because really, honestly, Skinny wasn't entertainment. Skinny was the one that was making them shows funny. I'm not gonna lie, Kwame Brown wasn't never really entertaining or funny. He wasn't dropping no jewels and no knowledge. He was making up words, saying things that didn't exist and stuff like that. So, really Skinny was coming in with the facts and also fighting the battle. So though that negative energy in him going against those women and stuff like that, it kind of was like, too prolonged, but that was the energy that was getting those followers and keeping that content, keeping those people coming to look for that content. People was coming to look for that. And I think that uh, Kwame Brown kind of like undermined the Skinny when he did that. You know what I'm saying? Which is wrong because this dude been rocking out for you when you wasn't rocking out for yourself, man. So that just shows a lot about dude character. And then he went on to say he ain't been dealing with him anyways. But this is where I want to touch on. This is where I really agree with Skinny is when he said Kwame Brown. I don't want to misquote nobody. That's why I take my time to speak. He said Kwame Brown, um, like let him smoke bud in the car and was chilling with him and all this other stuff, but then come back and say that he don't want to deal with him and talk about his kids, and then he say, "Oh, you could have, why you had to bring this on the internet?" But it's like, yo, the whole reason why this all happening is because your boy Gravity Takeout brought it on the internet, right? And then Kwame Brown on the internet said that he agreed with it before Skinny even came on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it played, bro. You feel me? That's the only reason why I agree with what Skinny's saying. On top of like, I feel like he tapped back into his old psyche. Like, yeah, bro, follow your own way. Now you see what happened when you calling a nigga your cousin. You see what that gets you now, huh? Trying to play up under a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see what that get. So I think that Skinny did it long enough. He did to where he's like, man, okay, I'm good or whatever. These niggas showing their true hand. And all along them niggas was kind of like, low key plotting on him too. So, you know, it's just, man, it's something to be reckoned with, man. It's a force to be reckoned with. But I just want to tap in with y'all just so we can watch this live. We're gonna let it rock out. Let's go. Let me see if they back on. Cause a lot of stuff is getting exposed right now. A lot.
And shout out to Becky with a good hair. If you guys could, make sure if you're watching the show, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you hit that cash app. We got 3,100. We had about 33 until I played the music. Y'all act like
Bigger than if Kwame was on here.
Oh yeah, it is. Cause I mean, listen. But I offered him. Did I not? Matter of fact, be honest. Did I not tell Kwame?
You took his place.
But did I not tell Kwame? One, I am gonna walk your bitch ass down. I didn't. Two, I told him, stop fucking with me. This is a fight you won't win.
Hey, look. I'm not gonna lie though. The things that he said is he's telling the truth, bro. That's why it's more funny because he's actually telling the truth, and I can't deny it, bro. You can't lie about facts.
Oh, be aware of nigga who blindly ride for you. I said this shit when he started fucking with you 8 months ago. I told him. I said, hey, bro, I'm gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off, but you claiming that you about coding and trades and all this and that. Now, if you fuck with Tommy, he not gonna stop. I know him. He not gonna stop. So if you really want this in battle, then let's go. And he was like, oh shit, that nigga put his who is him? He ain't no different than Matt Barnes and them boys, man. I don't care nothing about that. I was like, all right. I told him the same thing about Hassan Campbell.
Matt Barnes got a life. I don't.
Y'all fucking with the right. Like,
Yo, this motherfucker is crazy. Excuse my language, man. That was funny though, man. I can't lie, bro.
say you was down with me.
Man, these YouTube streets is funny out here, man.
That's just a number. And I'm waiting for him to do some fuck shit with his chat.
And I just want to give y'all a quick update because I don't want too much cursing on mine, but I just want to give y'all a quick update, man. These boys, all of this started because, Kwame Brown Bust Life, initially had an alliance with Mrs. Skinny TV. Mrs. Skinny TV fell out with Kwame Bust Life because like just differences and Kwame trying to separate himself and what I'm saying, and Mr. Skinny been rocking with him for a while and he just feel betrayed and undermined, and now everything is unfolded. Now I guess the whole narrative is an enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I guess that's why he's on the show with Tommy Sotomayer, which is very interesting, I think, because both of them make great content. To be honest, if they keep on linking up like this, Kwame Brown may kind of fizzle out. Just being honest. But let's go. Let's continue to listen to it before the laptop dies. I'm gonna get a charger.
It's gone.
Yeah. I can take his cheddar right now.
Yes, you could.
It only takes 3 strikes to get it.
And all you gotta do is wait for the nigga to go to sleep. 1, 2, 3. When he wake up.
Oh man, they dirty. Oh man,
I got 5. Like when you hit that little copyright.
they dirty, man. They playing it dirty.
Kwame Brown comes up 5 times. So I'm just waiting. Nigga, you flag me, I'm taking your fucking cheddar.
It's so stupid. That's why another reason why I would not allow somebody to just sit there and their words or my words, and I'm gonna sit up there.
But that's smart though. That's smart. You gotta have some. You got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you keep on.
Gotta have some backup fire.
Something I don't like or shit go left. I ain't here.
Right.
But
If you notice, even when I was cool with that nigga, I just put a picture in the background.
I noticed what you were doing too. I said Skinny smart. If y'all notice when y'all watch Skinny when he was playing when they were cool, even when he was playing Kwame's video, he wouldn't play the video.
No. Because I know how he works. I'm like, yo, if I ain't got no money,
Yo, that's
falling out with niggas with money.
yo, that's smart.
And niggas that can help you get money. Like, you don't give a fuck about yourself, nigga.
That's smart.
Like Gilman said, you could have came on my show.
That's exactly why this video will not be monetized or staying up.
Kwame Brown could have got with Charlamagne. That's his homeboy. They could have talked it out. Charlamagne would have put him on his podcast.
There was no reason for him to go at Charlamagne the way he did. That whole trying
Especially
to
when
get
he was
him.
the same shit. A woman accused him of the same shit. That's just like Charlamagne going to dig her up.
That is a fact. That is a fact. That's a fact. The same thing happened to Kwame Brown. He got accused of the R word, and he tried to put out he tried to put out Charlamagne for getting accused of the R word. But the thing is the only difference between the two is Charlamagne never brought that girl up there to try to bash Kwame Brown, which was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That was wrong on his behalf. And then from what I'm hearing, allegedly, you know, Kwame Brown never even like gave the girl any money or like even got back with the girl allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So that like, you know what I'm saying, it just shows the dark side of YouTube, man.
And he tried to damn turn it into, oh, I don't even know why you would have said that in the first place. That's how Kwame Brown is. He got to think to get mad.
Wow.
He won't just tell you when you ask him, like, yo, Kwame, you mind if I do this? Yeah, go ahead, man. I don't care about my dinner like that. When you really care.
Well, let me tell you something. The funny thing about it is when I didn't notice it because I didn't pay this nigga no attention. When people interview on my show, I'm asking him questions, whatever the fuck. I didn't know this nigga. He wanted to come on my show. It was like,
Okay. I don't want too much of this stuff to be playing on mine, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just like, you know what I'm saying, just be blatantly like copyrighting nobody's stuff because it is fair use, but I do want y'all to get the understanding of the review, see what's going on, get the whole playing field of what's happening. So if you jumping in or you in and out, that way you're not lost, you know what I'm saying? This been going on, honestly, bro. These are like, 40-year-old man. All of these dudes are in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? This been going on like Black YouTube for maybe about like, honestly, bro, probably pushing a year. I say like 9 months, bro. At least like a year, pushing a year, 9 months, bro. 9 to 10 months, almost a year. And on the way, like down the road, along the way of it pushing a year, it's been so many new people, you know, jumping on the bandwagon, coming along, new people saying this, putting in their input, feeling like they got something to say, they got a position now because they've been there too much longer than the other person. And, you know, this other person right here, they feel entitled because they was there when they first find out about you. And, you know, this other person, they feel even more entitled because they're your family or they was watching you when you wasn't even nobody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just so much entitlement, really, and everybody got an opinion. And you know, opinions start to be, you know, attitudes and emotion and outbursts. You know what I'm saying? And these people go to getting on live and just saying anything, you know, blabbing out the mouth, just trying to get a view or two, just trying to get a roast going. You know what I'm saying? I chill and politic on here with no views for 20, 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Let people run in and out and do their thing. It's about the message because the people going to come regardless. Whoever going to tap into you, going to tap into you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I do it. Like, I want people to see what I'm talking about. I want y'all to see the videos and do the reaction. I'm not just gonna play their whole full content, you know, flat out like that. I ain't gonna just steal nobody content now. I'm gonna do some fair use, but for the people that's rocking with me, they gonna rock with me regardless. You know, eventually one day when I get up there, now I'm in that status quota in that stature where them boys at, or if higher. You know what I'm saying? I'm aiming to go higher, not even really stay in this type of lane. But I just find that it was funny, you know, and how we treat one another, and we attack one another really, because all of this could be, you know what I'm saying, dissolved before it gets too far, before somebody get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's gonna boil down to. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna get pressed, somebody gonna get hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like if all along you be like, all right, man, we already, you don't put my business aside, put your business aside. The world know we put each other business aside, man. Let's just let the world see us squash it. People gonna respect that more. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? But let's go. I want to hear what they saying.
Man, this man here really thinks YouTube is real life. Like
It is for him.
Back in the day when you made the joke, and you was like, this man said he was busy having the best week of his life. I'm like, yo, the best week of your life wasn't when you had your kid.
The best week of your life was when you got drafted, when you put your mom on the golf course, when you bought your first Bentley, when you scored your first point, when you signed the contract. Nope.
Kwame Brown is literally the only man that could go against paperwork receipts. And those people will be over there and be like, he literally sat in his truck and said, Tommy lying because my mama in Brunswick, not Atlanta. I was like, well, if Tommy is lying, he vetted the information and he told everybody where they could go find it at. So why did you go find it and then you put the information up and tell where Tommy lying at? That's the type of shit I do.
True. See, that's what I look. That's what I'm talking about. See, bro, that's the old skinny, bro. That's the old skinny. See, if Tommy was lying, and he put out the paperwork for everybody to go look at it, everybody went to go look at it. Why you ain't pull out the paperwork and say it was false or not? Why you ain't rebuttal? You know what I'm saying? See, your colors gonna show, bro, through the end. That's why I mess with Skinny, dog. That's why I mess with Skinny. But at the same time, I just didn't like what he was going at with his channel and what he was doing. You feel me? But you know, to each his own. You gotta let a man be his man. You gotta let a man be a man. Same thing with Tommy, dog. You know what I'm saying? Tommy be saying some factual stuff. You can say some real stuff and not be real. You feel me? You can say some educational stuff and not be educated. You feel me? It goes both ways, dog. It goes both ways. We gonna learn something from a fool on the street, bro. You can learn something from a baby. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you just gotta take the time to want to learn it. That's all.
Who was talking shit about the man? The man was talking shit, and that's what people wanted to see.
Well, you played the game and you should have. You should never. First off, you should play the game that way. You didn't do anything wrong, but if you got a chance to have a real NBA player, not the one. If you had a chance to have a real NBA player,
I talk to you for 6 hours.
see. But if you had a chance, it's like if you had I had the fake belts at first. I had these belts. Yeah, I had the fake ones at first. When the WWE sent me the real ones. Well, wait a minute, these are the real ones? You went from having Kwame Brown on the show to an actual NBA player? Like, what the fuck? I'd take that shit too. If I went from, that's like having an Instagram model versus an actual model.
And then he was like, I don't even know why you had motivated blog on there. When I helped this nigga, the man was putting out wrong information. The man was talking about a rapper in Atlanta, Fujiano. I helped this nigga. I don't know. You know why? Because that old dusty lady in his chat was like, oh, if Kwame rock with you, why would he even have you? If Skinny rock with you, why would he even have you on this show? Because it's my shit.
That's right.
That's what I be trying to tell them. But then, they don't want you to, they say don't go along to get along, but they want everybody to think like, oh, well, if he don't fuck with Kwame, you can't fuck with him.
Thank you. He kept trying to say he was going to ruin what, and I want you to understand, for anybody who follows Kwame Brown, listen to how fucked up he is. And I need y'all to hit that damn like. There are way too few likes. There's 3,500 motherfuckers in here. It should at least be 2,000 likes.
Let me hit the light for y'all, boy. Let me hit the light for y'all, boy. Hold on.
In a minute. If you're not going to hit the...
I'm gonna for sure hit the light for y'all, boys. I got y'all.
Sucks. I don't see why. It's 3,500.
I appreciate the content. Tommy, you seen I just hit the light for sure.
You gotta hit that.
Oh, and I just gave look. Boom. And I just gave you a subscribe, bro. And I just gave you a subscribe, bro. For sure. For sure.
niggas talking shit about me, but I'm good. I'll play it again since they asked for me, but I'm gonna need y'all to hit the cash app while we do it. I'm gonna go ahead and play the bass, the stand-up bass. Willie will, oh Willie won't kill ladies. You know that we talk about Willie Brown. Skip it and Willie will, oh Willie won't kill ladies. Then he'll bury them in the shallow ground. Willie Brown is the type of guy that will not accept no.
Man, they going crazy on this dude right now, bro. And the sad part about it is it's actually funny, bro. Like, a lot of this stuff is funny and it's true. So it's like, how can you beat the truth? You feel me? You can't. You can only beat the truth by prevailing and doing better. And I mean, on like the track that Kwame Brown headed on, bro, it don't seem like he doing better. It just seems like he's just gonna continue to. He probably gonna respond to this. He gonna make more videos. You know what I'm saying? He gonna probably respond to somebody like me, respond to somebody that's a smaller YouTuber than me, or respond to somebody else out there. And you know, it's gonna continue to be a snowball effect of negativity. The thing about Tommy that I can say about him is, even though Tommy is negative sometimes, or he says like he has I say this, he has a very perverse or strong way of expressing himself, especially when it comes to women, and he's very broad, right? He knows how to express himself, sometimes negative, sometimes positive. But one thing I can say about the man is, though he comes off how he comes off to everybody, he has a lot of points in what he says, right? So you got to take the points out of what he's saying and then leave everything else. Don't deal with everything else. Just take out what he's saying. Same thing with Mr. Skinny. The only difference is with Mr. Skinny is Mr. Skinny's actually, he's funny at times. Mr. Skinny's funny at times. You know what I'm saying? And he also has points and says some real stuff. So I deal with people that deal in facts. You know what I'm saying? Both of these brothers deal in facts, and I think it's a great duo, bro. Like this would be a real fresh and feel like that. Them boys, I ain't gonna lie, bro. No, if them boys linked up and did something like that, that'd be genius. And I probably gave him $1 million idea just to do it. But if them boys did something, if Tommy Sotomayer and Mr. Skinny TV linked up and like did like some fresh and fit type junk, that would be genius, because Mr. Skinny TV, I mean, he's a comedian. He's the entertainment. Tommy Sotomayor, I guess you would say like he's the brain. He gonna fact check. Mr. Skinny gonna fact check too, but Tommy gonna fact check. That'd be dope. I think that'd be a good idea. So, that'd be a nice podcast. Let's get back into this podcast right here, though. We in and out, man. It's fair use purposes right here. YouTube, fair use purposes. We doing a review. We doing a review on this, so fair use.
Well, your baby mama had to call while you was outside at a pool with your child because she didn't feel like her child was safe. Because she knew you was drinking poolside, and every time you get drunk, they know.
Yep. Yo, first I want to ask you, I'm a detour, but didn't come back to it. It was the same thing. Okay. Do you think that was just alcohol old buddy was on, or do you think it was more? Because when he was slurring and shit, I know that's your boy.
Oh, you're talking about...
yeah, I know that's your boy, and we don't want to blow that, but I'm just curious. Because he apologized for it. He did come out like, he was like, but maybe I don't know alcohol that much, and I don't know drugs. So I don't know.
I smoke my liquor too, even though Kwame Brown says I'm a drunk. I barely do drink. I smoke before I drink. But with Jamil, I've seen alcoholics like that. Now, do I know what he was on? No. After I talked to him and he came on my show and I did what I said, and I said what I said, I was done with it. Because at that point, I didn't know if he was just doing it, you know what I'm saying, and just keep doing it so people could talk about it. So I fell back. Once he started talking about his mom and that, I fell back. Now, I feel like he was drunk. I don't feel like it was nothing more. Because he was drinking cheap shit. You know how that shit that stole.
Well, he was on that Mr. Boston.
He was drinking that clear liquor, so shit, man. He was drinking had a plastic bottle too, so you know he had a lot of.
And then, no, because I remember that I said, wow, I remember being in school and we had this shit and fucked around, bought some Mr. Boston.
Boys in that motherfucking toe down, huh?
I remember praying to God.
I don't know what that nigga was drinking. He wouldn't tell me. And I was like, whatever it is, I don't.
Yo, and if y'all don't know who Jamel Peterson is, bro, this is the same dude that I posted on the page. If you go watch the shorts, I've posted him multiple times on shorts and stuff like that. I posted him on the truth about Kwame Brown and self talk and all that, and like I posted him on so many edits and like man drops and stuff like that. Just for the simple fact that this man, from what I understood, allegedly called Tommy phone was acting like a tranny and all this other stuff, and he was drunk. Kwame Brown paid him allegedly to act like a tranny, and like man, it's crazy. These boys going in on right now, so we listening, we reacting.
It's a bet that shit is. So let me get back to that. We would see Kwame Brown, and it seemed like he needed to drink to get confidence to say the shit he was saying. Then I got remember one night.
Hey, by the way, this is not just Tommy talking, because y'all already know Tommy don't mess with, Kwame Brown, and Kwame Brown hate Tommy Sotomayer, you feel me? This is this is Tommy Sotomayer and Mr. Skinny TV talking about Kwame Brown right now, and this is Mr. Telescope zooming in on it for y'all as fair use. Let's get it.
Since Kwame talking about, oh, Skinny don't know nothing about me. Nigga, when you first went live, who were you talking to? Your son. Your son used to be in the background. You remember you used to be like, hey, get off that game and come outside, help me on that tractor. Hey, my son, he want to take a trade. He's stupid. But nigga, you preaching coding and trades. You don't hear his son no more.
That's what
He ain't traveling with his son. He not trading his son. He not traveling with his son. Why your son stop coming around you, Kwame Brown? I'm gonna let you answer that, because if I gotta answer it, okay.
That's the question I asked. And you remember, I kept saying, you went from being a man who seemed like.
See, look. Hold on, I'm gonna let him finish.
And yeah, Tommy, you bitch. That's why I told you to meet me at the hotel and not my house. Because you a bitch.
He's like, he wants people to come to his house.
I said, what? How am I a bitch? Because you wanted to meet me at the hotel. And I just
Act like he got a Michael Jordan gated mansion or something.
But I did, but it was weird. He said, first he kept saying, man, I can come by here. He said, well, you do your show. And I said, no, I do my show out of my house. Man, we should do a show together. We should call it. And I forgot, but he said what the fucking name of the show.
All right. This nigga got a little potty mouth. This nigga talk. You can't talk too reckless. So look, just listening in on that, man. When you talking about the kids and stuff, yeah, man. Because they talked about his kids, so I just want to let everybody understand and know that this is fair use purposes. Though I don't even agree with most of this stuff, but I know that everybody's listening in on it. It's just like, and I'm just reacting to it. I'm doing a reaction. It's just like it's somebody fighting and you on the sideline just reacting and watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally what it is. I'm showing y'all my perspective, and we zooming in with the telescope. Y'all here with Mr. Telescope. And we at the Telescope channel, man. Let's get back into it. But I just want y'all to understand that when they're talking about people, kids and stuff like that, bro, I do not agree with that. That's coming from out of nowhere. This is actually live. You know what I'm saying? So we live at the same time that I'm just listening, bro. So y'all, I hope y'all appreciate the content. When y'all jump in the room, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Show a little love, you feel me? Show a little, you know what I'm saying, a little hate. Shit, hit the dislike button. I don't care, do what you do. But, I love the engagement. I appreciate all the comments y'all been giving me on my last videos and stuff that I've been uploading. Right now, we just touching on a little bit of everything. Y'all know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? We are the algorithm. We ain't just got one algorithm. We gonna do something different. We gonna be the algorithm. We gonna talk about this. We gonna talk about some of that. We gonna talk about a little bit of that over there. We gonna talk about him over there in the corner. We gonna talk about all of that. Her over here up under the bed. We gonna talk about the monsters. We gonna talk about all of that. Real talk. Let's do it.
Yeah, and here's what all the things when he said that, I kept saying, dude, you kept asking to come to my house. Now I don't know how to.
He kept asking to come to your house?
Yes. He did. He kept asking to come to my house. He would hit me up. Man, I'm near Atlanta. I should come through. First he would set me up though. He would say, "What you doing?" And my dumb ass, that's how bitch it gets you. He's like, "What you doing?" I'm just at home. Cool, I'm near Atlanta. You want me to come through? Now I gotta come.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. See, I'm from Florida, bro. So the conversations that these two men are having just over the internet and knowing each other over the internet, and then like, look at the smile on Tommy's face, boy. Look at the smile on his face. Even though he talking about it, he seem kind of happy though about it. But at the same time, man, the conversations that these guys have with men over the internet and stuff like that, like coming to each other's houses and stuff like that, bro, we don't even much play like that there, you feel me? Especially when we married. I'm married, you feel me? I'm a married man, so it's like, bro, we don't even much play like that there, you feel me? That's spooky, that's crazy right there. But let's go.
Is he found a way to get out that motherfucker? He's figured out when the room's gonna switch.
Nobody don't never ask the question, why you only see Kwame Brown when he home in that motherfucking maroon room?
Hey, man, if you guys can, man, y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you tapped in, I appreciate it. You're not watching the Telescope channel with Mr. Telescope. Let's do it, baby. I'm doing a reaction on this Tommy and Mr. Skinny TV.
He know what he's doing, them 13 ghosts. This nigga ain't fooling nobody. Them 13 ghosts will trap this nigga in his house.
This nigga say a nigga need him. Oh, y'all niggas eating off a hell of a nigga. You was willing to throw it all away. This nigga told me, or whatever happened, I bond you out. Now you acting like, oh, you was just ready to throw it away.
And that he didn't tell you that. That he didn't tell you that he bond you out. So think about these other niggas, and that's what's weird. Like, are they listening? That he is willing to sit there and set people up for shit to go left, and then he gonna talk shit about you after it does?
Right. This man say, I did for you. You ain't never did nothing for me. People just sat there on your birthday weekend when niggas was talking shit about you. I orchestrated a birthday drive for you.
Damn, that's messed up.
And gave you all the money and wrote down everything that everybody who donated. You didn't even come on my live stream to accept it. That's the type of narcissistic.
See, look, and that's what I talk about in my last video. I got another video coming up for y'all, and I got some more Tariq coming, but we're watching a live review right now. And I just want to say, when people support you like that, man, when people going all in for you like that, man, it's wrong for you to turn your back on them, regardless of whatever, man. It's wrong for you to turn your back on them, especially in the public's eye, because it gives them room to scrutinize both of y'all, man. And that's what we talking about right now. So let's go ahead and enjoy this live.
If you gotta hit it.
I ain't got it no more.
Oh, but I told you I didn't mind that because that was my favorite show. That was my favorite show coming up. So you said that you could keep that, and I would keep my
And I will say, man, whatever everybody else think about these two brothers or whatever, that's everybody's opinion, man. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. It's here for scrutiny. It's here for the public's opinion. That's why I'm putting it up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back into it.
It's so hard to get arrested for prostitution these days. It really is. Like you gotta tell the cop. The cop literally gotta tell you, look, I'm a cop. Go away, lady. No, I still want you to take this foot, ma'am. I'm trying to. You really gotta just fuck it. You gotta just tell this nigga, no, fuck me.
And right now, I think he's finna start talking about this man mama, and she is deceased, so I do not agree with that, not at all. I just want to put that disclaimer out there. You know what I'm saying? That's coming from Mr. Telescope himself. Like, the Telescope channel, we not rocking with none of that. So, but it's being said, you know what I'm saying? They said it. Now we just speaking on it, you know what I'm saying?
That's like I said, Kwame Brown surrounded himself with middle-aged hoes, the reformed hoes.
See, he was mad. Oh, come on. What kind of excuse? Let me ask the 3,000 people that's in here, the 3,000 plus. What kind of excuse is that?
Oh, allegedly he wasn't talking about. Allegedly he wasn't talking about Kwame Brown's mother just then about being a 304. He was just talking about. I believe allegedly he was talking about the lady Queen Regina, I think her name is. That's who they've been going back and forth with it about, and that's kind of like she's another person that I think that some of all of this stuff started with. But let's go.
Like who I was calling black women bitches when he said I was his idol.
Yep, he was. Yep. I
mean,
watched him, and that's another thing too.
Trust him, man.
That's another thing too. I watched him call Tommy his idol on live. I watched that live. I actually watched that live. I was working that day.
Baby mama a bitch, and then see the backlash, and then now all of a sudden,
I was at work that late on the forklift listening to that
but
live.
then you talk about how I love black women, but then it's been shown that you was flogging with white women.
Hey, his left hand proves he don't love black women, or he hate windows. That's why he said he only get Apple products because he hate windows.
Man, this yo
You
man.
ain't like you heard my joke.
Yo, Tommy, bro, I heard you, bro. Man, you gotta give it to him, man. He be trying to sneak him in, man. Some of them be corny, but he be trying to sneak him in, man. Look at that last shirt. That's good.
At the Players Association meeting with Kobe Bryant stood up and made a joke and said, "Oh, Kwame coming from Washington D.C., so I know he got to be gay and have HIV. So you can ask Lamar Odom and all them. I went to go beat Kobe up, and all them escorted me out the meeting. And then the commissioner tried to fine me for leaving the meeting and not coming back. And I told the commissioner,
Yo, what's up with his facial expressions though? Like, why he just made that face?
they left me alone. Then Gilbert came up here and said Kobe was slapping niggas.
that story tickled me. We said Kobe just random slapping niggas on the ticket. God,
Lamar Odom. But then he talking about how he love all these here black women. And this man sat there and said, "Oh, I loved it when I was in L.A. Nothing but sunshine and white women."
Mr. Pro
I was staying right next to Jerry Buss. I was staying across the street from Jerry Buss.
So that boy Kwame Brown got a hankering for some white, some interracial tail, some mayonnaise, please. Can you get a mayonnaise sandwich?
He's a single man. If you look at how Gilbert moves, Gilbert shows you women. Gilbert shows you hell of a women. Gilbert is like, yo, look what I got going on right now. I done been around this here, man. I'm not divulging what, you know what I'm saying, was going on while I was around this here, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm upset about it. Go ahead. I'm not gonna push you, but I'm a little upset about that. I need the dirt. I need some dirt. I'm gonna need you to take one more puff of that. I'll smoke with you if you give me some.
I'm gonna just say this here.
Yo, they trying to go in, yo.
But why he don't never goddamn show the pictures of the women he be around? No, I'm just asking the question. I'm gonna let him answer that. It's like I ain't up here talking about, you know what I'm saying, Kwame is like this and none of that shit.
Oh, man.
I'm not like this, but I'm saying you's a hell of a nigga. You an alpha, right?
Oh man, wait, hold on, Skinny. What you said, Skinny? You said I mean, you just said he like this. So what you saying, man? What are you saying? Skinny? Spit it out.
A fight. You didn't push a nigga or nothing like you wanted to fight.
I told you, you remember that? Somebody put up this video and was like, yo, Kwame was about to fight. And I forgot who it was. They said Kwame. Yeah. I told that fight.
All the way back
That
to
nigga. Damn. I was 3 seconds later, Kwame was in the parking lot.
You know what Kwame said? Oh, they only push a nigga back who gonna do something.
What?
That's what his response to that. Oh, the reason why I was going back to half court because they knew I was gonna tear some ass.
And he said that for real?
He said that. He was like, oh, Tommy over there talking about they pushed me all the way back to the parking lot. They only push a nigga back who really gonna do something.
So he do be responding to everything I say. I really heard this man like I'm his daddy because I know his real dad is a killer and all. So I think that's
He's sitting up here talking about this nigga called me. Hey, how you upload all this? I sat there and told him, man, somebody hit me with the links in my DM. They was like, hey, yo, when Gilbert got off your show and told the window story, I hit Kwame up. I sent him the message. I was like, hey, yo, these are the timestamps of that video where you told everybody why you stuck the arm through the window. If you want to do damage control, if you want to address it and say, fuck it, I did it, this is the timestamp right here.
That's what he should have just said. Fuck it, I did it.
You know what he told me?
What is that?
Man, fuck that. I'm gonna make them go back through all my videos and run my views up. Fine. That was his ass. I was like, okay.
Again.
So that's when I stopped. When he told me that, I was like, okay. I said, shit, I guess you know how YouTube works. And then after that, that's when I started calling it down the middle. I was like, all right. He told me, he was like, I don't want you attaching my name if you're saying. I'm like, my nigga.
Did y'all just catch that?
Battle for you on YouTube. But when a stain comes on the person that's battling for you's name,
he said,
now all of a sudden, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
He watched all y'all. Like when I watched, and I said that on one of my videos. I said, you protect him, but he never protects you.
See, what's gonna happen? Casino gonna dump him. He ain't gonna dump Casino.
No, yes. Yes. Carcino gonna say, you know what? Because Carcino's just using it. Carcino's an asshole. He won't.
Yeah, he's like this shit.
Be included.
Yeah. See, I agree. Carcino for life is gonna start dealing with Kwame Brown once he feel like it's not lucrative enough. Once he can't get no more monetary gain, he feel like the views going down, he gonna drop him too. He ain't gonna let Kwame Brown drop him though.
C19 should have put that nigga in the ground. Look, that nigga telling him he get up there and lick his lips and all that.
They talking about gravity takeout.
Well, I gotta ask you something. The audience wants to know, and all of you guys who want to come up here and talk, there's a link in the description box.
I never fucked with them niggas.
Well, you can come up here and hit the link. Gravity Takeout Kwame Brown. You're welcome to come up here and talk to us. Anybody that got
Carcinos, you heard what he said?
What he said?
Oh, behind the scenes, Skinny been telling me he ain't like Carcino. Yes. And what he was telling me, man, come on, man, you gotta get along.
Wow, so he went straight out and just, so I told y'all.
So I would take the link, but I don't know how to take the link. Hold on, I'm gonna try to take the link right quick.
But like, Cino knew I don't like him.
So it wasn't no secret.
Every time I made a video about him, Kwame called me. Man, Cino really didn't mean that. Cino was taking slick shots at me. Oh, Gilbert talking about I'm small time, but he did an interview with Mr. Skinny, and Mr. Skinny got less soul than me. He been taking shots at me, so I was like, shit, fuck Casino, Bookman looking ass nigga.
I gotta ask you about the shoe drive.
Okay, you can ask about that.
Shoe drive. You said one, and I get it now that you said you two.
Okay, so I see the link. So I'm gonna take the link. I'm gonna take the link once they get done talking.
You don't do shit. Now we know you was just taking up for him because that's your boy, which I can understand. I honestly can, because you don't want him out here looking bad. So you sometimes say things, but that's why I don't have.
We were gaining off of each other.
But that's why I don't have friends like that, because I know if I say something to stick up for you, because I don't want you to look bad, what's going to happen is now I'm going to have to explain that shit when shit goes left. And I never want to do that. There's nobody that I've said nice shit about, and then when shit goes left, now I got to explain that I didn't mean the nice shit I said about you because you full of shit. I was just trying to protect you. But that shoe drive, I got to ask. Did it go off without a hitch, or was it a bad little experience?
If you ask my personal experience, it went off without a hitch.
Okay. The shoe.
Because
I'm gonna take the link. I'm actually gonna join in a little bit.
He had the shoes.
Cause he put up the link. He told us to join, so I'm gonna jump in.
I was there, but they moved it the next day. I wasn't there for both days. The first day when I was there, I don't have nothing. I can't say nothing negative about the shoe drive.
All right, but it was shoes there, but you said they didn't get a chance to give out shoes. Like they had.
They didn't give them out that day, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, Kwame had a little thing in the park. And then the next day they were supposed to do it again, but it rained, so I don't know. I left that night right there.
Somebody said, was it 6,000 shoes?
No, it wasn't 6,000 shoes. Oh man, come on, let's get exposed now. Let's go, man. Let's go hit the like button. Let's do.
It was a gym, so the gym already looked big.
Right.
So a corner
don't know. I don't know if that's 6,000 though.
Yeah.
All that was filled up with shoes.
Okay, cool. All right, so
Plus, he had a whole bunch of checks that he said that he had to go and buy some more.
Oh,
shoes.
okay, okay,
With.
okay. He probably about to shit.
you think about the check? You think about them shoes?
He told me he still got checks. He told everybody. He told everybody the other day. I still got checks. And I
Well,
ain't
well.
Oh, so he ain't never cashed his checks about the shoes then.
You know how them Browns are with them checks. Game. You know how them Browns.
Come on, man. Why they doing them like that?
Game. You download that.
Oh shit!
Oh man, why they doing them like that? Oh man, yo,
Where he got this game from?
yo.
Willie Brown, you gotta kill as many women as you do.
Oh man, yo, this man. Yo, they going in on Kwame Brown right now.
Kill as many women as you can.
Yo, what? Come on, man. That's crazy, bro. Hey, look. Yo, Crispy ain't got no remorse, bro. This dude ain't got no remorse for telling you, bro. Kwame Brown, he getting in that flame right now, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Him and Mr. Skinny TV. Kwame Brown, you messed up. I'm sorry, brother.
That should be having me laughing too when you be like, kill.
He got the check. Oh my God, I'm wrong for this.
It was an eye-opening experience. Of course, you know what I'm saying. He go,
Man, just seeing how these brothers go from like, one sailboat to another, man, it should let you know, man, like this is really the dark side of YouTube, man. This is these YouTube, literally the YouTube streets.
all them gonna be in the motherfucker out.
So let me ask you. I look at it. He say he still got this check.
I'm gonna make that nigga sue me.
Well, that's what I told him.
What?
Cause he ain't gonna fight. I heard you say, I'm gonna make that nigga be outside my door. That nigga ain't coming outside your door.
No, he'll send his friends or his brothers.
They ain't doing nothing.
Well, the ones that are released, it ain't that many left.
No, but I'm saying, if they was gonna do something, they would have been there.
That's mess.
Black says he had a.
See, look, that's another thing why I don't get, and I know Mr. Skinny probably feel uncomfortable about that too. But like when he made judge about him being locked up, and then Mr. Skinny did 11 years, so I know that he feel a little way about that. He probably trying to shy past that.
No disrespect, with all due respect to your show, Tommy.
No problem. It's a suck ass show. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
No. I've been following this between you and Kwame for a while, man. And I don't take no sides.
Okay, I'm gonna join. I think they're letting people join. I'm gonna join.
On Kwame's side. So what you doing on the show right now? You don't feel like you want some sucker shit right now?
I'm about to ask you a question. Do you think what he did this morning was sucker
No,
shit?
fuck all that. Nah.
Because I woke up to it.
You being on this show.
They going in.
Well, you have to explain it to him. Well, hold on. Let me moderate for a bit. Black, you have to understand. You have to explain to him why it would be it. Because if you just say the word, that's like a just so generic that person can just say no. So it's just like saying hell of a nigga. You need to explain why you think it is, and then he can answer.
Okay, well, you've been going there, Tommy, along with Kwame for a while now, right?
Yes.
So for you to be sitting here conversating as if y'all been best friends for 25, 30 years is insane.
Best friend, sir.
But you sitting here talking. Okay, I got a question.
Why you didn't say this when I said I was gonna take the leg last night?
Tommy, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
What did you call? Remember when who was that beef? Big Damone, Lady Live, and Tyra. Tyra dog. Who was at the dog? Somebody. And they ended up going back being cool with him. Lady Live ended up going back being cool with him. Was it Vic or Tyra? Tyra.
Well, you can get to your point.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like, see, that's another thing. They don't even know how to get to the point.
My bad. What did you call her in that situation?
I will explain this to you very simply. I invited him to come on the show to talk. Whether we have a good conversation or a bad conversation, because this could have been we went off on each other. Nobody knows. But it's the same thing that happened when I went on Kwame's show. Why don't y'all get this? If people have a discussion, it could go left or it could go to where they haven't, because those people don't know each other. You have to remember when you first talk to someone, most of these people who are beefing with me, they don't know me. This is the reason why a lot of people who got a fucking problem with me won't come on my show, which is the ugliest and the cheapest thing I've ever heard of. So you'd rather just not, and this is what America has become, especially black folks. Black folks will have hatred for each other and have never met and talked. And they will believe if you actually meet that person to talk, that's a bad thing because they understand what could happen when two people who've never met talk. They might find out that they have more in common than they thought when they were going around hating each other. And black people like to see people hate each other. So they want to keep y'all separated so you'll keep hating each other.
No.
I didn't have that problem. I didn't have that problem with either her or anybody. My point is, if y'all talk, doesn't matter who it is, talk about what it was you had a problem with before. Stay with that. Have something be fixed. Because that's why
Okay, y'all, we finna join in a little bit.
Long gang that Kwame Brown was creating, it wasn't going to work. Because they all got together based upon the hatred of someone else, not the like of each other. We came here and I don't know where it was going to go. All I asked him,
I gotta set up a screen, y'all.
exactly. Like I could say something to piss him off, or he could say something to piss me off. All we said was, let's be respectful.
All right, I gotta set up a screen, y'all, right quick.
Speak to each other and see what happens.
Trying to
Just
get
like when I brought you up here.
Situation between him and Kwame wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't be on your show.
Probably not.
Be on here last night.
But yeah, he said he's gonna be here last night. But I agree with
on
you.
my show.
But I will agree with you. It probably wouldn't have happened if it wasn't some bad blood. But remember, a lot of things probably wouldn't have happened if situations didn't set them up. The question is, what do you do with it? Remember, Kwame would have never went viral had he not talked about people who had a big name. The next step was, what was he going to do with that fame once he got it? You may have never won the lottery if you had not paid for that ticket. Now you've won the lottery and you got $20 million. What are you going to do with it going forward? Don't let somebody talk you into saying the only reason you at the club is because Michael Jordan, your homeboy. Well, now you in the club and you in VIP. Can you get a bitch or can you not? Don't talk about how I got here. What are you going to do now that you're there?
I just think him being on the show is crazy, man. Like,
explain why it's crazy. Explain why it's crazy. You're just using the. You see what you're doing? You're doing the same thing that God did to me.
Because if this was any other situation with anybody else, you would be talking about it. You acting like this is not normal. Him sitting talking to you because he fell out with Kwame.
Hold on. You said
You only.
Gilbert Arenas wouldn't have been. Gilbert Arenas wouldn't have been on. Would Gilbert Arenas have been on Skinny's show had he not known Kwame?
This benefits you, Tommy.
Oh my God, sir! I'm not gonna let you do that. When you have people answer your question, and this, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all listen, this is the definition of a nigga right here. I asked him a simple question.
Hey, so look, this is how he finna get him like tangled up in the linguistics. Cause dude not learn how to keep his composure. Just answer the question, but to your best knowledge. Don't let him trap you. Just debate him. Don't let him trap you.
You stupid fat tongue son of a bitch.
Hey, so look. So look, if you don't feel the same way, cause he gonna overreact anyway. So let him overreact. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be this way. He gonna be emotional. Just let him overreact. You gonna beat him every time if you can debate. Just debate. Have a regular debate. Stay calm. If you stay calm, you stay calm. Y'all have a regular debate. Let the points be proven. The points gonna be proven. The facts gonna speak.
With Skinny, it benefited Skinny to be cool with him.
And I think you just said the problem. He got the fame. And he's mad because he fumbled the ball. But he put me on and I didn't fumble it. I gained from him putting me on. He got it and lost it. Twice. That's where the whole shit is coming from.
Yep.
Everybody's looking over that because they're saying, oh, why would Kwame be envious of Skinny? Kwame's the NBA player. Kwame got millions and this and that. What people don't understand is Kwame loves YouTube more than anything else in his life.
Thank you.
He be on here talking about, oh, I got a real life. I smoke hookah in real life. What?
You remember that when he did that video standing outside? I'm really outside.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
We all got a real life. But you go live 3-4 times a day.
Yep.
What other NBA player who got a real life is doing that? They going live when they can.
And I said that, like, I don't like when people are trying to say, this is what, hold on. Everybody's accepting what's going to happen. Everybody's accepting why it's being done. I've never played somebody in any other fashion. You know why. Whatever it is going on, I'll let you know up front. What you do with it is up to you. I went on Fresh and Fit because they had a big show. They brought me on because I had a big name. There's no friendship
Y'all
in that.
both benefited.
Yes, there's no friendship in that. By their logic, only people like this big fat tongue son of a bitch. Why didn't he say the only reason you brought Chase on the show was because of what happened with Tommy? You could say that about anybody.
Speaking of Fresh and Fit, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Do you think them guys set you up, man?
I still go back to say I think they put this. It's like this, just like me here.
It's like
I said no. It's like no. It's like me here. I set the stage and hope something good happens. May not. This could be a good show to where tomorrow everybody's talking about it, and guess what happened? If they are, it benefits you, benefits me. If it works out,
you aware of it.
yes. But no. Well, I know I didn't know anything about this bitch being there again. But when she got there, she was nothing but nice to me. We had no issue. The only problem that happened is the same thing. That girl thought that now that the
Low key, allegedly, I think that after the whole incident, cause you could tell Tommy Green, look at him, bro. He low key green, like he swear. You feel me? So he might have like a little hood in him or whatever, but I think like he probably came from the hood. His upbringing's probably come from the hood, but I think Tommy's square. He's green. Now, when he went on Fresh and Fit, I do believe that he was set up. The second time that the girl went on there, I believe that bro was set up allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Because after the first time when that encounter happened allegedly, then they meet the second time as different vibes. So
Put charges on her, and she was saying that she was gonna put charges, whatever. She wasn't really talking about no charges because she said she don't even play the police shit. But my thing was this: it happened on their show. Like they could have been stepped in front of y'all and been like and separated it before it was any type of physical altercation. If they really didn't want it to happen.
oh, now you gotta understand. There's a few people I can just legally. I'll just go and throw.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because,
I
like,
can.
it ain't like they didn't try to stop.
Yeah,
it.
I can not only get her, but I can get them for the injury I suffered there. These are things because when you have a studio, they have to have insurance in order, especially in order to cover shit like that. If it happens, you sue them. If you have an injury to your foot and you have doctor bills, the first people who should have been hitting me up would have been the people who own it because they know I can go to and sue them.
Right.
Because the injury took place there. They're liable. But people like that set things up because they don't think that far ahead. That's why I don't have a bunch of bitches at my house. Because if they get drunk and they get to fighting, no, seriously, they get drunk and they get to fighting, I could have an interview and have a bunch of bitches at my house, but I realized I said, well, I would never want that because I don't want the drama. I like when motherfuckers come and have a good conversation. Even you said earlier, you said, I see how people can talk to you for 4 hours. Because I want it to be a situation where you enjoy the experience and people enjoy seeing it, and it's not just a bunch of confusion because we have too much of that. I like
this was the only reason why I hadn't been getting on here, and I guess it was because we was going back and forth with each other. But like coming up here and like talking, like shit, I'm with that.
And I try to make it fun. When he was talking about how long Gilbert stayed up here, it's hard not to. People was like, Gilbert didn't want to get off the show. I was like, Gilbert, I gotta go home. Gotta go to bed. Gilbert was like, but wait, Gilbert, I gotta go.
Salute to Gilbert Arena.
Exactly.
Where my Porsche at?
I like making it that way. It used to be when my show was bigger a long time ago, they used to call it the place where celebrities go to let go. The celebrities would come on my show and they would wild out and they would all leave and be like, I had a great damn time. Because I'm a fuck.
man, listen, man, Tommy Green in the motherfucker, man. I just want to say that.
Get to talk and I get to know you as a person. The other people get to know. There's some people who want to come on and talk again. Hopefully the conversation.
Before that, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
What I took from your Gilbert interview, because I'll forget it. What I took from your Gilbert interview didn't even really have nothing to do with Kwame. When Gilbert sat there and said, yeah, man, I met this dude at the movie theater, and he was having a problem getting inventory, and he wanted to partner with me. And I said, well, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just give you the loan, I went and did my check. They said, yeah, he really is moving product. I'm gonna just give you the loan. You give it back, and that's my way of putting somebody else on.
Oh, that real.
See, I
That
never
real.
talked about it. None of that. And then he went and talked about Pinky in Atlanta. He was like, yo, I don't want to be your partner. You got the slutty vegan going on. You go ahead and do that. I'll back it. He's like, that's putting people on. Kwame Brown is thinking putting people on is playing their videos on YouTube. Because when he really does put somebody on, he's jealous of the person that he puts on. You can bring him up.
All right, and I want to say this.
Why would he?
Yo, I'm going in next, man. I'm finna try to set up the screen yards, but they talking about I gotta put up my email and all this.
Thank you.
He wanted to be better than you.
I
He
told him.
thought he was better than you because he said, oh, I'm getting 10, 20. Ain't these many people ain't never listen to me.
Because here's the thing. It's a lie when he kept saying that I wanted to be on the interview with Judge Brown.
Oh, that was a lie.
Yes, I
always
brought you up
that. I
here.
thought it was the truth.
No, I did not. I don't like interviewing with. When I interview Gilbert Arenas, I do a good job. When I interview you, I do a good job. I don't need no other motherfucker up here. That wouldn't make any sense. And I'd already interviewed Judge Joe Brown, 2 or 3 times?
Yeah, that's true. Yep. I watched that interview.
What we gonna do?
As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie, I actually watched that interview, and funny enough, when Kwame Brown did his interview, and I watched the interview that Tommy Sotomayer did, man, them boys went deep. They was talking about slavery, they was talking about why it happened, like they was really going deep. Kwame Brown was kind of like regurgitating talking points and like saying a bunch of nothing.
What's the show? And I was like, nigga, when nobody would help you, when you were trying to figure out how to monetize this shit, you were asking me.
True.
When that bitch had you up in a damn court system, you were up there asking me, talking about what was going on. That's what I was like, you kept asking me. And so now that somebody's watching you, and I figured out what it is now, if you're going to try and sound like me, you can't have me up there because I'm going to
Outshine you.
When you
Yep.
come on the interview with me, all the people who
Yep.
are watching you are going to follow where you're going. They're gonna hear
Hey,
you.
yo, I gotta give it to her. Hey, that is a fact, though. That is a fact. If he went up there, if he went up there, everybody would see that he was saying the same thing that Tommy was saying all along. They're the same people.
And he really for y'all.
Kwame Brown and Tommy Sotomayor are the same people.
Thank you. He ain't upgraded a motherfucker.
Why don't he have lights? Why haven't he turned that place into a real studio? Why haven't he? If you don't know how to do
Yeah, man, why you ain't? We got it popping over here, man.
Green screens.
Yeah.
We got people
I got some.
microphones.
I got green screen over there.
He's been lazy since he
I got a little green screen. We gonna get it popping, but
Billy Donovan talked
right now we
about
just
how
doing it.
lazy he was. You go read the article.
I appreciate all the love I've been getting. Hey, it's hard earned money. I work for this. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's making
That's what I do because I love editing. I love photography. I love doing this.
How is it that people have said from the time you joined the league to the time you left the league to now?
And as a matter of fact, I just want to say too, I'm gonna be setting up and doing photo shoots. Like, I'm gonna be putting out some merch for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much I got coming for just for the people alone. My channel not just gonna be about, drama and filled with all of that. I want to do some videos where we talking about the homeless and the needy and how we gonna shed light on our community and stuff like that. Building up and not just talking about it, but actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a young brother, so as you can see, it might not seem like I'm actually doing it. Like, you probably can't believe it because I'm young, but yeah, we make things happen when we really speak on it. But let's get back to it. Let's go.
Exactly. But we look at it as if you haven't gotten over something, and he never got somewhere. He never got over just this stage of you're a young guy, you got to get better. Last night, let me point something out to you. I saw a game where the Nets were playing. At the end of the first half, what numbers did
Kyrie.
No, the center. The center that they got from the 76ers. That nigga's a walking double-double.
Oh, I know.
I forgot his name. He just, everywhere he's gone, he's a fucking he's a walking double-double. He's going to get you 10 points, 10 rebounds every night. Every night.
I thought you were talking about how
Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond is a 10 and 10.
Andre Drummond.
Every fucking night. Everywhere he going. He was in Philadelphia, 10 and 10. He's just 10 and 10. He's a walking fucking
Yeah, he nice.
double-double.
Yeah, he nice.
How is it that Andre Drummond is still at this stage of his career Kwame Brown never was able to do that. And like Gilbert Arenas was saying, fuck it, if you know you can't shoot, all you have to do is be the guy that gets the ball off the glass all the fucking time.
Facts and facts and get that check. Bruh, just get that check.
Right, somebody said it used to be 20 and 20. Sure did.
Yeah, number one pick.
Number one pick. That's all they expected of him.
I mean, who he said was in the draft with them? Tyson Chandler?
Yeah,
He was a double-double.
Yes, he was. And so was the other. And wait a minute, and people keep forgetting, before he had his heart trouble, so was Eddie Curry. That's why Eddie Curry got that big ass deal with the Knicks.
He underachieved to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a heart problem. I never knew he had a heart problem.
Yeah, he had a heart problem. But
I know
the
he
Knicks
was
got him
in
that money
Miami.
because if they could fix his heart, he would have been fine.
Kwame know he had some little hands.
And then he
He
said,
got mad at me because I said I'll put my hand across gravity's face, and he seen how big my hand was. He talking about, oh, Skinny talking about my hands too. I wasn't even talking about that nigga.
Yo, they been going in on this dude.
Say, Kwame, no, I got some big hands, so I get.
Oh, I did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you took a shot at it. You took a couple of shots at it. You ain't think. But he is sensitive about that. But he said, why? I don't see why niggas always talking about somebody's hand. I don't see why people always worry about who somebody sleep with. And I said, wait a minute, nigga, you talked about my clothes when I was on Fresh and Fit. That didn't make any sense. You talked about who I fucked to the point of where you were putting that shit on your Instagram. Like there's something.
The thing with Kwame Brown is Gilbert asked you to answer what happened to your arm. But every time you get mad at somebody, you bring it up. Ask them niggas what happened to my arm. Nigga, yeah.
You know
But
what?
then when Gilbert tell what happened to your arm, Gilbert lying. I ain't never said I punched nobody, baby mama.
Well, you remember you said, how this nigga gonna act like he didn't know his daddy? He found out
He said seemed like Skinny was waiting for this moment.
Nah,
Nah, bro, I don't think Skinny was waiting for this moment, bro. I think this moment just happened to present itself.
40 years old, nigga. You 39 years old, and you never knew your daddy was in jail. It's some of the stuff. Kwame Brown-
Yo, hey fam, but just listening to them boys, like it's definitely organic. It's definitely organic, but I don't think that Skinny was waiting for this moment, bro. For real, bro. Real talk. I think that the opportunity presented itself, and then Kwame Brown was kind of like I would say Kwame Brown was more so weak in a sense, and he let that dude get into his head because that dude just trying to infiltrate. He just keep on talking about how he can get his views up and all of that. That flip though. Yeah, for sure.
Us. And what did Kwame Brown say on the video?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that shit. That ain't shit for the chicken.
Yep.
He said.
I don't think. Hey, but look. He flipped in a sense, but it's like, what you gonna hang around somebody that just said they just told you gonna be going around them going to Atlanta and stuff like that when the dude just said online, man, my brother told me, you trying to put me in a Dulo twist, meaning you trying to double cross me. Come on, man. I'm not going out of state to go vibe with anybody that's doing that. Are you? So it's like he already kind of like drew the line in the sand when he said that, and then he said it on the internet before what? Before Mr. Skinny even spoke. So that's kind of like my take on it.
When you brought my family in it, which I didn't really have a problem with you then. I was just like, oh, he going there, because I couldn't have a problem with that when I said little itty bitty mistake.
Yeah, when everybody's talking about, that's what I said. When everybody's
Salute, Doug, salute.
But see, it was still all roasted.
That's how I look at it. I try to keep it there because I want to
It's
come
just
back.
like if we was in high school and you would been like, hey, your mama ugly. And I said, your motherfucking mama got 3 legs. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, see, hey, look. And another thing I want to say too, I had actually did a video just before we went live, because we've been live for a minute, people been in and out. So I actually did a video and I was speaking on this same exact thing, and I was saying how I'm gonna go live and do a reaction on this. Now in the video you can see all of the clips with Gravity Takeout, salute the Gravity Takeout, because I'm always gonna give everybody they fair use and they salutes because they deserve it. Salute the Gravity Takeout, salute to Tommy Sotomayer because I used one of his clips, salute to Mrs. Skinny TV, and salute to Kwame Brown because I use their content because it's all fair use purposes, but we trying to get it out there so people can see it. You know what I'm saying? This is a Telescope channel, so that's how I'm gonna get it to you. You know what I'm saying? They said it. You know what I'm saying? Now we just speaking on it. But y'all go check out my last video.
That shit is backwards.
If you ain't see it already, Doug, bro, go check that out,
Yeah,
bro. I'm telling you, it's fire.
I'm gonna bring some of these people up here. But if you guys are watching, do yourselves a favor. If you're enjoying the show, throw me a little bit of your pocket change. That would be
Oh,
nice.
he wants somebody to hit him across the head with some change,
The
huh?
show with you guys, throw some bit of a pocket change. But let's bring some people in here. I'm
Salute,
gonna bring the
salute,
people
fam.
on with the photos. I mean, the video on first. Alfreda, go on. You on the air? Talk to us.
Hello. I was looking at your platform, and I wanted to ask, just give me a question.
Hey,
And
Doug, bro, yo, hit that like button for me, bro. Give me a little
do
subscribe.
you feel any type of remorse, some type of way, knowing that right after the argument that you and Kwame
Hey, man, I'm definitely gonna need some mods soon, man, because I know this thing gonna build up, so I'm definitely gonna need some mods soon, bro. So just stick around for that, you heard?
Sotomayer, I'm sorry for pronouncing your name wrong, but how do you feel about that, being that you are African American male?
Ma'am, I'm gonna answer this here.
What?
I'm gonna answer this here from my point of view.
Correct.
I'm a YouTuber. You watching us on YouTube. On YouTube, I have seen some shit that I would never ever see. Definitely happen in real life, but I do not feel no remorse because I don't feel like Kwame Brown had any remorse when he was saying that, yo, I been knew not to fuck with you 9 months ago, but then you just continue to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So me coming up here, I don't feel no remorse. Didn't Kwame Brown say, yo, I don't want him attaching himself to me anymore, so I do what the fuck I want to do. I'm Mr. Skinny. Not trying to cuss at you, ma'am, or nothing like that.
That's a fact.
But I'm just saying, I don't feel no remorse for being up here. Kwame don't give a fuck about me. That's what people need to realize. Kwame don't give a fuck about nobody except him. He'll sit up there and act like he give a fuck about somebody. I'm the one who told Kwame Brown, yo, if you got membership, you need to start giving back. I was the one giving back every month. I said that I was going to go up 100, 200, 300. He just talking about 400. Like everybody talking about, yo, it's so easy for me to get up here and talk the topic. Nobody's asking Kwame is, is it so easy for you to be cool with Mr. Skinny for 9 months when a high yellow nigga say something, you just kick it to the curb? Like, I just want the same respect. You don't have to give it to me, but I answered your question. And I don't know what African American has to do with being on Tommy's show. I don't know.
That I would like you to answer that, ma'am. Well, hopefully he answered your question. First off, I'll ask you, did he?
Yeah.
He answered in his opinion, but I want
That's
to
all you
share
can ask.
out.
Well, hold on a second. You said he answered in his opinion. What else
Yes,
can
in
he?
his opinion.
What else can he give you? What else can he give you? He can't answer in your opinion. If you ask me a question, why do you like cherry pie? Why would you then turn around and say he answered
Okay.
in his opinion?
This when you go to getting into the semantics and stuff like that. That's when I get a headache. I can't deal with it because I know what you're trying to get at, but yeah. But as you can see, the one what she's trying to say. The woman is a little bit ignorant to how to articulate what she's trying to say. But he's playing off of that. So
Went off and said too that this type of behavior should be handled among the person.
I agree.
And the other thing is that we mentioned you mentioned that you're on a YouTube platform, and I know that this is model. Yes, I am too, and that's why I'm on here to share with both of you all, because the fact is that me being a female, I raised 2 sons, and if I can't they're grown now, I can't direct what they look at, but and then they can't direct what I look at too. But I look at your YouTube platform, Mr. Tommy, because some of a lot of the things that you be saying, like for example, you was on Fresh and Fit before the fight broke out with you and Shaquille. You was talking to those young ladies that were IG models and all different types of service women and all, and they took it as being their lifestyle. And
man, this lady cannot get to the point, man. This lady is just rambling, and I see why they be cutting people off.
you mentioned something that
No disrespect.
And another thing too, you was, correcting them.
It actually looked like he looking for something to play, like a little bit to play right quick on her because she talking for so long.
Was poorly educated. You could tell, that they had, all different type of issues along, and went along with it as being an instruction person. But then too, you also show, that part of the man that, they're gonna either learn from you or somewhere else too as well. But back to this show.
See this little she rambling.
If you slow down for a second, because your answers are long, but it's not correct. Let me ask you, why did you bring up, does he not feel remorse being on here, being as he's an African American? What, do black people not come on my show?
Sorry,
No, go ahead. I was just asking, should black people not come on my show?
No, I'm thinking that they would come on your show because the fact is that you are an African American male. I know that you say that you're a Pan-American descendant, but we're looking at you as a role model, as being an African American male, where you should be,
so why would you ask him if he should have some remorse for doing it?
Okay, because he was friends with Kwame. He will only.
That still don't make no sense.
For Kwame, guess who else has been on my show?
Kwame was on your show too as well.
Right, so then why would it, and also Judge Joe Brown has been on my show several.
Yes, and a lot of other ones.
So why would it be odd that somebody is on my show? Because Kwame couldn't say anything to him, whether he came on when they were friends or when they're not, because Kwame did it.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't even want to say no disrespect because it ain't no disrespect to ignorance, man. It's just ignorant.
Why would it be wrong to be on my show?
There's nothing wrong with being on
You just said two wrongs don't make a right when I said they both have been on the show. You can't use the word, it's nothing wrong after saying two wrongs don't make a right.
Correct. What I'm saying is, too, as well, that you all are grown men. And then at that, if you're African American, then you should be speaking positive. You all are beefing with one another. You say it's not a beef.
But what does that have to do with the show? And this show, let me tell you something.
Look, this lady going on, they playing off of that show.
We have a man that's on the show, and he and I were beefing, and we're not beefing right now. But instead of you coming up here and saying, this is a good look, maybe y'all could do this with Kwame, and maybe y'all could do this with somebody else. Because a black woman that was all about peace, that's what you would have said. But you didn't. You want him to keep his anger towards me and go back to Kwame. You don't want everybody to stop the beef, because if you did, that's what you would have said. You would have said, this would be great if y'all could bring Kwame up here and let him speak.
That's true. That is true.
I said that you are correct, but also, too, that, all this arguing, we got children.
Again, we're not up here arguing.
No,
You can go back. Okay, so you came up here and you saw two people who you said knew had beef prior, and they don't now. Instead of you coming up here and saying, why don't y'all invite Kwame up here?
You just said that you invited Kwame and
I said you didn't say that. You didn't say that. You're trying to say to him, why are you here?
I'm asking him why he is, not just because you're black.
Ma'am, you said nothing positive about the positive. Ma'am, you not understand. You said nothing positive about the positive vibe.
He did. Hey, yo, she did it, though. That's a fact.
Because you getting all of the information
What?
that, you didn't know. You all are talking about incidents that
Hey, mom, snap, man.
between, the situation.
Ma'am, and while you're sitting over there watching Kwame Brown, he does the same thing when he's bringing people up there to talk shit. You didn't ask him
Mom.
a damn thing when he brought.
Hey, yo, mom's done snap, boy.
Because you would have said you did, but you didn't. You would have said, so
Tommy, please don't cut this old lady out, man.
need to do this. And after you saw he kept doing it, you would have stopped watching it. You would have realized he keeps bringing people up on his show to talk about another man. You would have said, wait a minute, he did it yesterday. He even has a weak Weasel Wednesday where all he do is talk shit about black men. But you still was his fan.
Weasel every day.
Yeah, it went from Weak Weasel Wednesday to Weak Weasel weekdays to Weak Weasel weekends. So he was just a weak weaseling. And you never stopped watching him while he was weak weaseling black men.
Hey, and that's true. And another thing on that topic, just to touch on that too, everybody that's around Kwame Brown, bro, they just like yes man, like Gravity Takeout, Carcino for Life. You know, most of those people that's over there, I do believe some of them do have some genuine intent, but for the most part, like man, dudes, Tazo TV, all of those dudes, man. From my opinion, you know what I'm saying. I don't know them dudes, but from my opinion, bro, from looking from the outside on in, bro, they look like they just using dude. You know what I'm saying? They using him for their views. They want to get on his panel to talk. I'm not hungry or like eager to go get on somebody else's panel and communicate with them because I know that my content is gonna vary. You know what I'm saying? My content not just gonna stay on this topic. It's not just gonna stay in the black manosphere or pro-black and all this other stuff. I want to make people think. I want people to think about other stuff besides like what you typically see every day. I'm gonna be doing some topics on religion and all of that stuff like that. We're gonna be touching on like Sinetta TV. We'll be watching like videos from Sinetta TV and stuff like that. We're already talking about religion, so it's gonna be a lot more stuff we're talking about other than all of this beefing and black man going against black man. Though, everybody love a good controversy or conspiracy. Can't never let that go to waste, huh? Let's go. I just feel like when you don't pay attention, and let me unmute it and unpause it, but I just feel like when you don't pay attention to the task at hand, you just kind of get lost up in the buffoonery, man, all of the clown stuff. Cause these two brothers right here, as you can see, they can have a good show together. Skinny funny as heck, and then Tommy got good talking points or whatever. He's a good interviewer. So if you can keep a good debate with Tommy, I'm pretty sure it won't get out of hand. But most people that talk to him, they just don't like his talking points, so then they lash out. But with Mr. Skinny, like he got a good head on his shoulder. He know how to keep calm, and he got good talking points. Plus, he's like, he's funny, he entertaining. So I think that them boys should do another show. I definitely agree with them doing a show. I think Kwame Brown, man, he got to just tighten up, man. I feel like he lied to the people, he deceived them, and you just got to tighten up a bit, man. Gravity Takeout, he definitely. I think Gravity Takeout a little moist, man. Gravity Takeout might be a little, on the flimsy side, but each to each his own, man. I got my opinion. Y'all got y'all's, whatever. Let's go.
Told Gilbert, whenever he talked money with somebody who really got money, listen to how Kwame Brown talked. When he had Gilbert on his show, he said, Gilbert, they told me. He didn't say he got no paperwork. They told me my house worth $1 million. I'll put my house on it against your $1 million. If you can tell me that I'm lying. This is how he talks to people with money.
Well, and listen, he did the same thing with me. He couldn't pump me on the money game.
Right.
He punk everybody else. He couldn't. So what he did was, and it was funny, he told Gilbert, put up $1 million and I'll put my house up there. Nigga, that's when you know that's a problem.
That's when
you ask a man for cash. Because didn't you say Gilbert was broke? So if Gilbert was broke, why would you ask him to put up $1 million, but you put up your house?
Man,
well, if you offer this man to put up $1 million, you should have $1 million.
Hey, that's crazy.
16 million or whatever.
17, get it right.
17 million from Kwame. Gilbert's agent stole $2 million from him, and Gilbert sued the agent and got more. It's just undisclosed, but he got more money than what was stolen from him.
Just like when
Kwame could have did the same thing. You should have reached out to Gilbert and said, "Yo, who your lawyer is, man?"
Thank you. But remember, Gilbert paid $2 million to have a party with a bunch of motherfuckers there. Got a $4 million deal out of it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Gilbert did say that.
He made fun of Gilbert Arenas for paying for them. Nigga, if I had that kind of money, I'd pay for Puffy to come to my house right now.
Is that Gilbert?
Yeah, that is Gilbert.
Yeah.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas in?
What up, man?
What's going on? Gilbert
Nah.
Arenas in the house.
Hey, look. Okay, I see the issue with what everybody's trying to say. With Kwame, black women don't want to acknowledge that Kwame bamboozled them.
Yep,
So
that's what it
you wanna
is.
keep blaming everyone else.
Yep.
No, Kwame bullshit with you guys.
That's exactly what it is. Kwame Brown bamboo. Didn't I just say that? I just said that Kwame Brown fooled the people. That's exactly what he did, and especially the black women, because they the ones that he followed. That's why he can't keep on saying the B word. He's trying to push, oh, don't say the B word, but he said the B word. You know, he been on the show ever since he been on the show on the panel with Angela Staton. He just been, you know, trying to go corporate and trying to pull a my son. You know, so it's just like it's weird, man. Weird activity.
The opposite of Kwame when it comes to pro-black.
Gilbert
So
Arenas
what
is
this
totally
happens,
right.
Anybody who comes on your show must think like you. So black women are upset that anyone who comes on your show that you must hate black women too, because you're supporting Tommy.
But you don't see anybody with more black women than me, though. That was the oddest thing.
But that's the problem. But that's the problem with the mindset, because you said
Damn it,
thing
Gilbert.
against you is we don't like Tommy because he don't black. So what is happening is I go on.
Yeah, he kind of like in and out. He breaking up. I think he gonna tell him like, oh, he in and out, man. But yeah, like everything that Gilbert Arenas is saying right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. He right on point, hitting the nail right on the head. And I think a lot of other people see it. The people around Kwame Brown see it, but they just using him for what they can use him for, and then they gonna be up out of there. Probably the same thing what happened with his basketball career and the finances. People probably just was around him, like, you know, in the moment, telling him like, you know, what he wanted to hear. He was right. Yeah, you know what you're doing, man. This and that. And he lost it all. You know, made bad deals. Money was getting stolen and stuff like that, allegedly. And that's probably what happened. You know, like so. Man, it's wild, man. You got to just really pay attention, man, and be aware out here. Stay alert.
Oh shit! You got to drop off and come back in. Let me see. You got to drop. Whatever happened, it knocked your mic off. Oh,
Oh, he might be back.
you might be back.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Got it. Yeah.
All right. So what ends up happening is this: Kwame has created a drama team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone fights for him, so he doesn't have to fight for himself. So what ends up happening is a whole bunch of enemies are created that has no ties to the beef.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They have no ties to the beef. Like Carcino was coming at me. I don't even know Carcino. I don't know nothing about Carcino.
Exactly. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say? Look, listen. I just said that people are coming in and feeling entitled, so they feel like, oh, I'm closer. I gotta say something. They feeling entitled, trying to prove themselves.
Fuck Kwame. You want to be beef with Kwame? Blah blah blah. Like, oh, you're fighting for Kwame? That nigga's a 40-year-old man. He can fight for himself.
Yo, this Gilbert Arenas. This Gilbert Arenas talking live right here, man.
That's why I was saying that he's never been an alpha, because he needs everybody to fight for him.
Thank you.
Now, I have a better conversation. I can have a better conversation with Carcino, because me and Carcino actually have a real conversation. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna kill you today. Well, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hold no grudges against Carcino because I don't have no beef with him. He's fighting someone else's battle.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? He's fighting someone else's battle. And all the people that support Kwame, remember, 99.9% of Kwame's beats are made up by Kwame himself.
Yeah.
They're not real.
Facts.
So when he sits back and says, yeah, look at him. I'm just a busted bugs living my life. No, nigga, you're throwing subliminal shots at everybody that your fans don't know about. And then when these people come back and say shit, you're like, oh, look, they fucking with me. They fucking with me. I'm just a busted boss over here living my life. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're throwing subliminal shots at everybody in the NBA, and then you run back and say, I don't want NBA talk. Why these NBA players messing with me? Why they over here with a busted bus? Like, no, you keep throwing shots at people, and niggas is tired of it.
Yep.
Like, you're a fucking NBA, you're an ex-NBA player with no NBA fan. The nigga follows 6 NBA players. One, he actually
man, I appreciated your advice earlier, man, but I had to get this shit out, bro.
I know you did, but listen, I know what happens because, like, people don't realize I was this nigga's teammate. I'm not some YouTuber that don't know him. I'm in the locker room with him. I'm battling with him. I'm in practice with him. I'm on the bus with him. I'm at the planes with him. At hotels with him. In clubs with him. I know exactly who he is. When he sees you successful, he wants no part. He wants to destroy you.
Oh.
He wants no part. He does not like anybody. If you ask any teammate.
And this Gilbert Arenas, bro. This Gilbert Arenas play with Kwame Brown speaking on him right now.
If he's sitting on the bench, he hates.
Come on now, man. Let's go.
If the sixth man go in front of him, he hates the sixth man.
Why he like Eton?
Because Eton was supporting him. Or this. He was in front of Eton. Remember, listen to what Eton said about Game 3.
Yep.
I heard
Game 3, Eton played Kwame's minutes. Eton had 20-something points. Eton was happy. We won. The guy over there, Kwame Brown, is mad that he didn't get to play. So instead of beefing with Eton, he blames I had a bench. Well, if I need room to have a bench, why the fuck do I want Eton in the game? That nigga's a center. So now I got Brennan and motherfucking Eton. Hell, get the fuck out of here. But no, that's not. He don't want he wants to blame anybody who he thinks is above him. He does not want to fight himself. He wants everybody to fight. So if shit goes wrong, he can say that would need me. That was need me.
Well, and think about it. Eton's just a happy-go-lucky nigga. You could hear the way he even talked about that. He was like, "That's the best night of my life." He's like, "I remember that shit like it was yesterday." He's a happy-go-lucky nigga. He's not trying to step on nobody's toes. You can see how he's trying to protect Kwame.
But it's the same. But you gotta remember, it's the same game. Two people are talking about the same game.
Completely different.
Both those guys playing the same position,
Mm-hmm.
right? One's bitter that his minutes is gone. The other one's happy, like, man, I've just been waiting my time to get some playing time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's nobody's fault. Just he had the hot hand. That's it. But like, you really have to judge a person's character.
Do you think Gilbert, what took him over the top is when I said that I agreed with you buying that Porsche and you had that Porsche hat on trolling?
Listen. You remember? Okay, so let's rewind. The only reason that people actually heard my
Hey, look, that's some player stuff. You bought your daughter a Porsche, and the nigga say you shouldn't bought your daughter a Porsche. Then you got her in a Porsche hat, just trolling her.
beef against me with just
That's player.
nothing but lies. He said I had a bench. I was dirty talking to his ex or his baby mama. I took money out his mouth, right? No, he didn't use a Chris Whitney until I got on the show with
Oh,
him.
okay.
Before he was saying his side chick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, wait a minute, nigga, you're lying. You're completely lying. My agent didn't take money out of your pocket. I didn't do none of this shit.
Crispy.
Chris Whitney. And then it just changed. And then eventually the only thing that he can stick with is, you said my name. You said my name. Don't say my name. If you don't say my name, then we won't have this problem. So that's the only thing he can stick at this point. So
Yeah, that's a fact, though.
I won't say your name, right? I won't say your name. I understand where you're going from now. The next day, he posts again about me. Like, dude, you just want to be.
He can't get enough.
Stop making up the lies about the beef.
Yeah, he can't get enough.
I'm all down for just fucking around beefing, but don't pretend that you actually have a problem. So when people say, yo, you and Kwame need to stop the beef, I'd be like, what beef? Ask this nigga why he's mad at me. I asked him, what did I do? Everything he talks about is from 2005, 6. Because the nigga talking about my mama. Nigga, that's way too late. The beef has already been going by now.
Well, hold on. Let's be
What is the actual root of the problem?
Let's be honest.
Have one.
Let's be honest, Gilbert Arenas. He is exactly why he's upset.
I ain't got no motherfucker. So I should beat you fat.
Tommy just had to get that in, and that was like a little Ninja Turtle scene, ain't it? Good God, boy, look at that boy head. Get a full head on that boy. He done cut his hair, trying to get clean out. That was like a little like Donatello.
Man, my mama wasn't shit. But Tommy said, and he like, oh, that man don't know nothing about my mama. But the paperwork is right there.
Like but you gotta remember,
Why can't he just be like you and be like, man, fuck that? Because it's a reason why you let that house go in foreclosure.
But see, you gotta remember the difference is this. Just like if you watch the Michael Beasley, right? The Michael Beasley story. He's telling his truth. He's being vulnerable. He's like, hey, listen, these motherfuckers stole from me. My mama stole from me. I don't fuck with my mama. Shit, I'm a girl. I don't even really see my kids like that. I try to see my kids like that, but shit, I just go to the
Man, I know y'all can hear that shit crunching, man. I just hear it's just crunching.
truth. So you can't use his truth against him. But Kwame don't like his truth.
Oh,
It's like he wants us to call him crispy. He's just crunching like that.
That he tried to pretend to be. You can't be vulnerable in an alpha male, which you fucking can actually, because Michael Beasley is one of the most confident motherfuckers out there. The shit he talks, but listen, this pain, this is what he went through. He can actually express it. Kwame wants to pretend that none of it happened. My mama's cooking. I'm this DG. I'm this alpha male. Everybody else is peons. These little girly girls. That's why I don't fuck with niggas like him, because he's a girly girl. And like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
When he brought up my interview, in the interview, I told that man when he's asked, I said, it's hard to be a man when you didn't have a man in the house. That's all I said. I said, every day I'm learning how to be a man. This nigga said, shit, this nigga up here had to learn how to be a man. I'm a Geechee. I never had. I was like, dude, don't you understand? That's why bitches want to fuck me and people want to do business with me, because they hear me speak with common sense.
Yeah, I don't want to get too much blanket words and that like that, man. Like, this is out of line.
Didn't have one, which is why you didn't have a mama or daddy, which is why you going around talking about mama's cooking and never got cooked for. You up here talking about somehow you an alpha male and you got a bunch of niggas that went to jail. Your idea of an alpha male is a nigga that what? Go to jail? A nigga that what? Stole crack? Your ideas are so skewed. So what does he do?
He don't. No. You gotta remember, his alpha male is what he's seen in the locker room.
That's what I was about to say.
but here's what he goes back to 04, because he's right. Because remember when he told the story?
See, and this is why I say I know Mr. Skinny felt so uncomfortable, because neither one of these brothers probably been to jail. Tommy or Gilbert Arenas probably never been to jail. You know what I'm saying? Or I think Tommy's probably been to prison. I think, allegedly. I think the pictures that they put up, I don't know. But the reason how he talks about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Mr. Skinny felt a little uncomfortable. I'm not sure.
Like he wasn't what?
He talk about it like he never been.
You said he talks today to them.
If he has been.
Like he wasn't what?
Speaking on
2 years
Tommy.
ago. You said like he wasn't rich before.
Yeah. So people are forgetting when he talks about money and numbers. Y'all gotta remember the nigga made $67 million. He got paid by the white man. Every one of his bosses was a white man. It was a zaddy. We had the same fucking bosses. So because they kicked his ass out, they didn't want him no more. Now he want to turn and pretend that he's self-made black. Nigga, you're not a self-made black man. You no different than the other 5,000 athletes that ever played in the game. You was getting paid by the white man, but what the fuck did you do? You question what everybody else did with the money. What did you do with your money? Like, it's not about where you got it from, it's what you do with it. What did you do with your money?
Amen.
Didn't I just say he squandered that money?
Did you do any of it? Because if you didn't do none of it, you cannot question anybody else.
Right.
Bro,
Like, if you do help somebody, like you say, Gilbert, if they do get a little bit of success, he hate on it. How you help somebody that hate on it?
Like, he doesn't realize, like, when people sit up here and say, oh, man, Mr. Skinny's a sellout. I can tell you right now, Mr. Skinny had Kwame's back more than he knows it. Because when you went after, with Tommy, when you hit him with what his mama really was, I was ready to
See, bro, and that's why I know I got a good judge of character. That's why I say, bro, I agree with Skinny. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that he got back to the old Skinny, bro. That's real.
He tells me, hey man, you just take that shit down, man.
But I'm the fuck nigga.
As men, you just take it down. Like, because I don't have no beef, and you're on his team, and you say, hey man, can you just take this down, man? All right.
And because I tell him I don't have no beef with Gilbert. Now he's like, oh well, then well.
But that's what I'm saying. Half the shit I want to post and talk shit about, you tell me not to, and I'm like, all right, cool, I can respect it. You have his best interest, I can respect it.
I've always been a rider for him, man. Even when you got on my show, I said, yo, Gilbert, I don't like this.
Like I said, I like even right here, I was like, man, I don't think it's a good look because I know what people are gonna say. I know what his fan base is gonna say. They're not gonna look at it like, yo, Kwame turned his back first.
Yeah.
Kwame threw his soldiers to the streets first. He threw his loyal soldiers to the street first. Why you guys are not questioning that first? You're questioning the second action versus what's you're questioning the reaction. What about the action? The action is Kwame was taking the ladies' money and listening to what they were saying.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Skinny's is bad business. He's calling women bitches.
What?
I don't know how that hurts your brand. That's his brand.
What brand?
I'm a whole fucking felon.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas is a felon. Oh, yeah, Gilbert Arenas is a felon.
That's
Oh.
what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah, that boy did bring them sticks in there. Yeah, he
you
did.
have your own flaws. Why am I going to judge you if you're not judging me? Like, y'all can get up. Like Tommy can get on this motherfucker and say, hey, man, listen, you know, my people done got killed by guns, and I don't want you on my show.
Yeah, I guess I was a little mistaken by the tongue. I spoke too swiftly.
Well, see, what
Yeah.
I do though.
It was just confusing me. It was confusing me how he was talking about people that was going to jail as if like nobody on the panel hadn't been to jail before. But yeah, that's I don't know why that slipped my mind. I forgot that boy had them sticks in the locker.
When my tour was going on before the pandemic, what was it called? The anti-PC tour. All across the country saying, look, why is it that because I view something different than somebody else, we completely can't relate? And that's what I said about that woman who came on
I
the
agree
show.
with that.
It is the dumbest thing that we have because you don't go to church on Sunday and I go to church on Saturday. We can't go eat on Wednesday. Stupid shit. When you said something that I don't like, I can't be cool with him. Like, okay, I can't be cool with Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade's son think he's a girl. And I don't, like, what the fuck are we doing when we are the election who stopped talking to each other because one voted for Trump and the other voted for the old man in the shoe.
Biden.
Everybody was so they went to separate sides. I'm sorry about that.
Oh.
We have too many people.
That boy told me they had too much to drink. Or that boy sleepy.
That get upset about things that don't matter, and we just find more reasons to separate instead of finding reasons why we can get closer. And I won't do that. Sorry.
Like, okay, so I remember with the Trump thing. I remember I told E-Time, and this is what I told E-Time. E-Time was pushing anybody but Trump. Anybody but Trump. Anybody but Trump. And I said, E-Time, that's a bad message. And he was like, why? I said, anybody but Trump. I said, that's like having a man who cheats on his wife. It's like, you ask a woman.
I don't know why Gilbert Arenas used that analogy, but okay, let's go. I think he meant to say something more like as if like anybody with Trump, like that's like anybody. That's like having somebody that's gonna literally put one in the chamber, a 6 in the chamber, and tell you to play Russian roulette.
Voting to hate him, won't you figure out what the other person's policy?
That's probably what he meant to say.
Like you don't even
It's a better
care what
analogy.
these policies are. It's like as long as it's not this nigga, we're cool. That's what Kwame Brown fans are. They're not even. They don't even care. They don't even care what anybody else's policy is. If Kwame don't like you, we don't like you.
That's
Kwame's God, and everybody else
the shoe drive. I will tell you this. My wife was the youngest woman at the motherfucking shoe drive. Everybody at the shoe drive, all them women at the shoe drive was 50 plus. Except for Southern Goddess. There wasn't no NBA players at the shoe drive. There wasn't no Nike execs at the shoe drive. There wasn't no Fox Channel in Atlanta or none of that at the shoe drive.
That's wild.
But that should be, but that should be an eye opener to what really
That's
is going
crazy,
on.
man.
If everybody feels sorry for Kwame,
Look, you got Gilbert Arenas talking about this man, professional basketball player that played in the league, pro basketball player that played in the league alongside Kwame Brown. You got Tommy Sotomayer that Kwame Brown admittedly said that he's his idol and looked up to him and came on his show and spoke with him, had dialogue with him, debated, whatever, they conversed. Then you got Mr. Skinny, who we all know, Mr. Skinny TV, who's with Kwame Brown since day one, or whatever the case may be, when he first started letting people up on the panel and stuff like that. And all of these brothers are now against Kwame Brown, bro. And Kwame Brown has no NBA friends and people that's in the league that vouch for him and say he was a good person and player, none of that. And this is what this guy's, like, I don't know, man. This dude is really seeming like a fraud day in and day out. He's seeming more and more like a fraud. You know what I'm saying? I got some more videos that I want to put up and I want to show y'all, but that's going to be essential after y'all watch this.
I'm not telling y'all anything. He can tell y'all how rich he is, how paid he is. That's why he said, I don't need this money. If the money I'm getting, I'll use it for gas money. Yeah, that's why you got a Patreon and a Cameo account and all these things for gas money. The fuck you driving a plane? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's for gas money. But here's the thing, he would never just be honest. If you're a wealthy person, one of the best ways to maintain wealth is to just keep on stacking money. There's nothing wrong with that. He could have said this.
keep on working.
Yeah, just keep on working, what the fuck. But what did he do? He tried to talk shit about Gilbert. You got a boss. Then I pointed out, Shaq has a boss. Shaq has a few bosses.
And he talked about Gilbert. Gilbert is the one who still trying to salvage what me and Kwame had. Gilbert was like, yo, Skinny, man, just chill. Kwame see the error in his ways. Maybe in a couple of years, and he'll be back like, yo, Skinny, you really had my back. I'm like, man, fuck that shit, Gil. It's like the road switch, but Gil, no.
But you gotta remember, but that's how you feel is actually how everybody else feels. Me and Jerry Jeffries was talking, another teammate, and this is what he said. He said, man, I do feel sorry for Kwame, but he does this shit to himself. He said, if he didn't like he said, if Kwame didn't like the limelight when he was in the NBA, he said, to be honest, man, when I was in New York, bro, I hated that shit. I was like, man, these niggas booing me every time I play football. Cause, it's New York, so you get booed.
Yeah.
He's like, man, that shit hurts. He said, I don't know how motherfuckers did that. He said, if Kwame didn't like the limelight as an NBA player, then he shouldn't even be on YouTube. Because now he has regular folks coming at him. He gonna have regular folks saying what the fuck they.
But listen though, I said that in my video, man. Look, if you ain't like the limelight, Kwame Brown, why did you lead the NBA to get into YouTube if you didn't like the limelight? Then on top of that, like I said in the video that I had uploaded previously before this live, I told y'all, man, Kwame Brown, he pretty much two-time loser. If you compare him to Mr. Skinny, pretty much, because he didn't go to prison, but you lost in the NBA. You lost. You dropped the ball. You fumbled the ball when you let allegedly Marion Lynch steal that money. Then you fumbled the ball on YouTube allegedly when you letting all these people come into your platform and you ain't know how to monetize your page allegedly and all of this. People all in your game room, in your ear. You don't know. No direction, no guidance. But you always talk about alpha male and like this is how people get lost in the sauce, trying to follow somebody else's narrative. Everything that Kwame Brown say that somebody else is, that's what he is, the weak weasel. I believe somebody used to be telling him that he's a weak weasel because if you look at him, he looks like a weasel. If you look at Kwame Brown, he looked like a weasel. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that the weasel came from somebody calling him that, maybe Michael Jordan or whatever. I believe Michael Jordan used to be saying, "Oh, you weak and you easy to beat." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like getting it stuck in his head. Like, nigga, get in the weight room and you around a grown man, like you in the pit league. You know what I'm saying? You letting them boy push you around that you know what I'm saying, on the court. That's how I feel like Michael Jordan used to be talking to him, and that's stuck in his head. And now that's what he reiterates, man. Like every time he could, like that's all I see, that's all I hear when I hear this man, bro. Straight ignorance. But let's go.
Ass. Even Tommy just said, "Oh, Eton's a happy-go-lucky dude." If he keeping up bullshit, but he know the truth, then he should be.
Well, no, I think Eton. I gotta say this. You can't say that about Eton when you're doing the same thing. A lot of people coddle Kwame because they don't want to hurt his feelings.
Oh, okay.
They just don't want to hurt his feelings. Think about Gilbert did it. When Gilbert went on that show, when Gilbert went on that show, Gilbert was saying, "This is still my dog. So if I need to say this, I'm going to say it." And he still got mad. What if Gilbert had got on there and just said the fucking truth? If we redid the draft now and everybody knew what they knew, this nigga wouldn't get drafted at all. He would have never said that. But if he said that, that would have been the truth. Because if we redid the draft now, knowing what we know, he would have got drafted.
Hey, y'all have to listen. Y'all have to remember.
That is a fact.
Go ahead.
Remember when I put that thread out there, right? I got 10, 15 minutes of some shit. It was about his life. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't, like, as mad as I was at that moment, I was like, because I recorded that shit talking about the shit Tommy was talking about. Because it gets worse. You just got to look at the right information. You'll find everything. Now, you got to remember, I'm his teammates. We talk about everything. We make fun of it. That's what I said. But you got to remember,
This is another reason why I said the friend of the enemy of my friend. I'm sorry, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Or once you tell somebody too much, it's too late. You gotta hit them. You know what I'm saying? Because this person that got in your house, they know how to get in. They know the ins and outs. They know where the safe is. They know, you know what I'm saying, where your drawers at, where your wife lay her drawers at, where the baby diapers at. They know where everything at, where you got the extra, you know what I'm saying, the fallback money. These people know this. So once you let somebody in like that, you gotta be willing and ready to understand that, like, if this person walk out of my life, you know what I'm saying, I want them to walk out on a good note. If you walk out on a bad note, this person can't expose me. You know, and I think that's what a lot of people on YouTube don't understand, that when they walk into these people life on YouTube, the dark side of YouTube, they don't understand that these people gonna expose them later on. They think that everything gonna be happy-go-lucky. Then they wind up saying the wrong thing about the wrong people, and they walk off on a bad note. You know, and you see it all over YouTube. You see it with Tariq Nasheed and Tommy Sotomayer. You see it with Mr. Skinny right now. We're talking about Mr. Skinny and Tommy Sotomayer and Kwame Brown. You see it with all of these brothers. And I wish that Kwame Brown would have probably walked off on a better note with Mr. Skinny, because obviously somebody in his ear to the point where he gonna see who really down for him. You know? And I say this. When you don't know who down for you, bro, you gonna fall for anything. And it's gonna always be like that, especially when you got somebody that's just, feeding you lies. Somebody just telling you what you want to hear, you know, agreeing with you, and, being a yes man. Nobody that's really in your corner for, your benefit. They only really in their corner, only really in your corner for their own benefit. And they really, in all actuality, they really just in their corner, for monetary gain and stuff of that sort. So you just gotta watch out for, so how they said, what the do, my fault. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for that, because that's something that comes with the game. If you don't know how to decipher or read between the thin line and cut through the layers of the fat and get to, the meat and the potatoes of what's going on, then you're gonna be dead out here in the water, because a lot of these brothers, man, they suited and booted up with this stuff, like with this journalism and this broadcasting. Some of them doing unprofessional. and some of them do it very good as far as like radio host quality and stuff like that. I mean, profanity is definitely more now acceptable these days, but still, like all of those slips of the tongue and using, dropping the F-bomb and stuff, that's not really professional. But I guess this show won't be monetized anyways. I'm just doing this really for educational purposes so that YouTube can understand that. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to watch this video. I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe. I won't be on for too much long. I'm probably gonna get maybe 5 more minutes of it because I know we still talking about what's going on in here and they still getting into it, so it's getting late. Take it easy. Let's get back into it for a little bit. Let's go.
If you don't ball out tomorrow, your ass get traded.
Right.
That's what they told
That's
Kwame
what
Brown.
he was.
Hey, that's the Memphis trade.
Oh. That's how Jermaine Jones
exclusive. That's how Jermaine Jones ended up in motherfucking Memphis.
That is a real story.
So ain't no motherfucking Lamar Holden. Kobe had motherfucking Tom what's the name fired. He fired that nigga.
I don't know.
What the fuck is his name? 2003, 2004. Who was that?
Oh, Tom Jonovich?
No.
He was the coach?
Yeah, the coach. Who was the coach back the 2003 when Kobe was shooting everything?
I thought that was Rudy.
Rudy T.
Yeah, Tom Johnson.
So Rudy T coaching, right? So they in Oakland. Y'all can watch this game. They're in Oakland. Jason Richardson.
Hey, by the way, this is Gilbert Arenas. This is Gilbert Arenas on Tommy Sotomayer show with Mr. Skinny TV. We doing a reaction right here, man. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayer, shout out to Gilbert Arenas, and shout out to Mr. Skinny TV, man. Y'all go check them out. Go follow them on YouTube. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. I'm gonna leave this up for y'all can just check it out for fair use purposes. Y'all can look at it or listen to it as well. I'll be flipping back and forth, so y'all see.
That's what the fuck you doing, huh? That's what you doing? That's what you doing? You gonna leave me in here with these bums? All right. Right? They end up losing. Kobe finished the game off. They had film the next day. So Rudy T is breaking down, right? Rudy T is like, I don't know what to do, like I draw all your plays.
Yes, I'm actually watching it right now.
Kobe Smart ass like man, Jordan, he said, you want the ball, I just give you the ball, let you be the point guard. Jordan don't have to dribble the ball up. Jordan just gets it in the spot.
See, look.
Right? He's like,
Now, what I told you, when Kwame Brown be saying, "Oh, weak weasel," and you weak, so you easy to beat. That's what Jordan used to tell him. I can almost guarantee you.
and
Look, watch.
yeah, we're gonna have to let you go.
Another, we're gonna have to let you go again. That's the second time we heard that. Another, we're gonna have to let you go again.
We're gonna tell everybody that you need to spend some time with your family, and we're gonna let you go. All right,
And this Gilbert Arenas, he played with Kwame Brown. Come on, right next to him in the locker room. Come on, let's go.
you pretend to be me. We're gonna run through some plays. So everybody's sitting there like, just fired the coach. Like he just fired the coach. It's all right, man. Hey, yo, get to practice, man.
Hey, why Tommy looking like that and got his hands folded like that, man? A little moist side. Let's go.
Motherfucker. Kobe Bryant, that nigga done been banned, bro.
You said he had to hold him.
Look at Kobe.
He had to hold him back.
First of all, okay.
Well, I guess that won't be
You heard E-Time say what I said. We better off with this motherfucker on the bench. He ain't get up and
Bruh, listen. I know I'm not lying. Everybody already knew Kwame Brown was a bust when he came in. Then he used the people to become a bust even on YouTube. Come on now, let's go. I ain't lying. Let's go get people telling facts on here, man. This facts, bro. This is facts, bro. I cannot deny it.
And that was the team. The whole motherfucking Laker franchise went down to where Kobe was.
Hey, man, you guys, could y'all do me a big favor? I know if y'all don't hit the comments and let me know what y'all think about it, could y'all hit that like button for me and hit the subscribe button so we can get me up there? Let's go.
He was shooting a commercial. He was shooting an Adidas commercial. When he got slapped, he just went straight to his Adidas commercial. The whole Bus family went down. It'll never happen again. We promise you, he would never touch you again. Like, please do not demand a trade. They like, no, you cannot slap that. Ain't no way.
That's dope, man.
Shaq had to establish dominance. But see, here's the.
But you gotta remember, look at the power that he's looking at. When he got his YouTube channel to blow up, he felt that power.
Yeah.
Bro, didn't I listen? Look, listen. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I literally just say that?
Like since high school, when he was 2 years older than them little bitty niggas he was playing with, and all those scouts was coming there watching his old ass play basketball with the
he won a
niggas.
state championship?
He didn't win a state championship. He didn't win the state championship. But he was down there playing with them niggas he used to babysit. That's all it was. He was playing basketball with these niggas. He was playing basketball with them.
Man, listen, man. Look, you cannot tell me I don't know this stuff, man. You can't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I literally just said that. I just said that, man. This man got on YouTube and blew his shot. Then you blew your shot in the NBA. You know? And then you got your teammate, somebody who's actually probably one of the closest people that's actually even reaching back to talk back to him, but he's talking back to him on a negative light. Why? Because Kwame Brown came at him first. Kwame Brown came at him first. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on Gilbert Arenas. If Kwame Brown would have never came at Gilbert Arenas the way that he came at Gilbert Arenas, you know, on some tough guy stuff, how he was just coming at everybody. He was feeling himself. He felt like he had the world in his hands, you know. And then, like, look, now it's all coming crashing down. Now everybody who supported him and his friends and stuff like that who supported him, his teammates is talking down on him and stuff. People you seen is the real you. You know, the truth about Kwame Brown, man. You know, it's sad that they got to go out like this, but, I mean, what they say, what they said it. Now we speaking on it, man.
He had no foundation from when he was little to when he was in the NBA. He had no foundation. He has no substance. He's trying to create what everybody wants.
Mm.
He's trying to be what he thinks everybody. He's trying to be what he thinks everybody wants him to be or wants to perceive him. He wants to be. Y'all got to remember, Gilbert just called him broken. When I started calling him, what did I start calling him 8 months ago? Sir Brown the Broken. And I told everybody what it was his issue. There's a reason why motherfuckers pay me $350 an hour to talk to me because I'm good at what the fuck it is that I do. I don't just say these things, I'm good at it. The sad part about it is you can't.
Man, you can't be that good, man, if you got to use those words like that all the time. And see, I'm very articulate with my words and very swift on my feet as well. I mean, this guy has a little bit more age on me, so he probably give me a little run for my money as well. But the thing I can say is I'm trying to shy away from using profane and stuff like that in my lingo and how I talk, you know. I think that I'm way more clever than that to be, like, you know, dropping the F-bomb all the time and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It just feels filthy.
The nigga changed. Now he think he's somebody because he went high. He went viral on YouTube. Both of them said that.
Didn't I just say that? I just said that.
And people like you.
I just said that Kwame Brown changed. Once he got that fame on YouTube, he changed. He got hype. He started feeling like he got the world in his hands. I just said that.
Like he's trying to recreate 6-point mixing game.
And I hate when people say,
Like he hit a high. He hit a high. Yeah, he's the hottest thing moving.
Go ahead, Gilbert.
Yeah, he's the hottest thing moving. Yeah, he's the hottest thing moving. Everybody's like, he's getting all this attention. And when it starts going down, he's like, oh, I need to do what I redid. So he's attacking the same people again, thinking the same reaction is going to happen. He had no plan. read it all.
He's a guy who won the lottery.
And blew that check. Yep.
Because he had no, like you said,
Yep. He got that one lottery and blew that check.
you
Yep.
give somebody money who doesn't have it and expect them to be able to figure out what to do with it. Now, what should have happened is after he lost it the first time, he should have been like, God, if you ever give me that again, I'll know what to do. The problem is it came in a different form. It wasn't the form of, let me just be a bench player so I can make a couple of million and fix my life. Because he would have been able to do that because that made sense. But it came in the form of, you're an alpha male now. People want you. You're this guy.
Exactly.
He went right back to being that first guy that he forgot. The guy that was
right there. He started.
The guy
Yeah.
that told Michael Jordan and Doug Collins, you won't regret drafting me. But you got drafted. You didn't know what to do with it. You did all that YouTube shit, and it actually popped off. You didn't expect it to happen. Now what you're doing is doing like the guy who takes the first hit of crack or the first hit of whatever it is. You're chasing that high for the rest of the times you're now taking it. He's going, that's why he's tagging TMZ. That's why he's trying to go at, I'm going to keep going at Stephen A. Smith. I'm going to keep going at Gilbert. I'm going to keep going at Becky with the good hair. I'm trying my best because if they liked it once, surely they'll like it again. But what he doesn't understand is the first time we liked it, it's like a movie that you didn't expect to be good. Well, once it sold 300 million, what are you expecting out of part two? At least 300 million. He's now doing part two. Part two, we don't want to see you going around. We enjoy
Talking about the same thing. That
this
thing
guy
is.
who was the underdog.
If we rating
How
it,
long can you be
if we rating it for the 300 million, hey, if you got to make more than 300 million, hey, the ratings is 100,000 right now. They're all doing bad.
Didn't fit. It didn't fit the story that they knew about him already. It was a lie.
It was too over the top.
Yep.
Like everything was the white man, white zaddy, with like it was just over the top. It was just it's like you had no real confidence. Like as I said, it's like
Nigga turning the fair call.
the reason people are successful, most people are, is because they're themselves. Like you can hate Kanye all you
See,
want.
I believe he was watching a lot of Tariq Nasheed. That's why he was talking about White Zaddy and all this, allegedly. That's the only person I know that really say that.
Gives you all of him. So you either really love him or you just really hate him. You know what I mean? With Kwame, it's like damn, this nigga just can't get right. He just can't get right.
Kwame is tofu. And tofu has no taste. It tastes like everything else that you put on it. If you watch it, Kwame has no taste. He's bland. But he takes on the taste of everything he's around because he assumes that they want somebody to say yes, 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 yes. He'll take that from the guy who said it. If he wants somebody to say make that make sense, he'll take that. When I started singing, he took that. Everything, he just takes what's around him. He became this thing that when you looked at it, you realize it's just bland and it doesn't have any taste.
So they call me tofu.
So but that makes you feel. See, now you're feeling sorry for me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't, but I do. Meaning, because of my profession, I view it in a way in which I always want to help people like this, but I also it's a detriment to me, and I try to stay away from people like that because I say these people are beyond repair.
They say call me tofu, man.
Beyond repair. I say two different things.
Call me tofu
They're
and
repair for me, and
finna go get in the bed with my wife, man. Getting late. I love you guys. Salute. I'm glad you stayed here, watch this video with me, watch the reaction. I can't stick around for too much longer, man. I'm finna take it in. You know what I'm saying? I got some things to do tomorrow with the wife and the daughter. Love you guys. Salute. Hope that y'all take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Like you already know how we do it. You feel me? They said it. Now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope. You're not watching the Telescope channel. I hope y'all like and subscribe to this channel. Salute.